quilt. It's about a 25% saving, or 20% saving off the price. £40.99 is what they should be. You're getting them for £30.74. And you're going to get the 1 1/4, the 1 3/4 and the 2.5 inch hexagons. But there's 2 in each one, isn't there?
There is, because they're quilt as you go. But it doesn't mean that you can't use them individually to make bigger hexagons.
Right.
So yeah, you're getting 6 in total.
6 in total. And if you're wondering what they'll actually do, obviously it's something along these lines.
Well, this is the largest one. This is a 2.5 inch hexagon, and this I made into a table runner.
Oh, I love it.
And it's double-sided. So if you make a mess on one side, you can just turn it over.
I like the way you're thinking. Cause, yeah,
I know, I'm a mucky pup, so I've got to think of these things.
And this is the slightly smaller one?
This is the 1 3/4.
Yep.
So that's the smaller side, and then I've done that all in neutral. So whatever your binding is around your shape, that is the backing.
And then the smaller one of the 3 is that one there.
The little cute ones. They're
Really,
so
really
cute.
So you're getting 6 templates in total, but 3 different sizes: 2.5, 1 1/4, and the 1 3/4, and with a 20% discount as well. So that's £10 off basically, £14.99 down to £30.74. Now the half hexagons are these. Now, very different.
Yeah, I started the half hexagons because I started with the hexagons, and people wanted to fill in the edges. So on this one you can see I've made it into a bag. I've used the half hexagons to fill in the edges.
Because otherwise it would be jagged, wouldn't it?
Exactly. I don't mind the jagged bit, which we've got a quilt behind us that's all jagged.
This one here. But the half hexagon obviously will fill in these bits.
Would fill in the corners if the edges. But they don't have to be used just with the hexagons. They can create a design on their own. So this is that you've got here is just half hexagons, and you get a really good geometric effect with that. And
again, you're getting 3 in the set, and another brilliant reduction down to £28.79 from £35.99, so a saving of £7.20. So that's your half hexagon in your 2.5 inch, and you get the inner and the outer, so 2 in each design. You've then got the 1 3/4 inch again, inner and outer, and then you've got 1 1/4 inch there as well. So there we go, and it comes with full instructions, of course, as well, but they're pretty self-explanatory. Really,
in this still, you're just going to get the 1 set of instructions, but that is relevant to each size. So it's the same principle for all of the templates. It's the same quilt as you go in principle.
Okay.
So I'll be showing you later as well what that is.
Brilliant. So that's that set of 3. And remember, we're the only place where you can get these from Daisy and Grace as well, in sets of 3. Let me move on to the next one, which is the diamond shape. Now, this is in a 3.5, 2.5 and 1 3/4. And again, you're getting the outside and you're getting the inside template as well in all 3 sizes. And this is a lovely pattern, actually. I do like this.
Oh. I've got it upside. That's it.
There's the Christmas tree.
Christmas tree. So this is the largest 3.5 inch diamond, and then we've got a tumbling block.
So you don't think of diamonds as actually making up hexagons, but they can.
No, they do. The geometry in these, it's amazing what you can do. I'm still learning different things I can do with these templates. And this is so much fun.
Mixing up the half hexagon and the diamonds together. Look at that. That gives you then almost like a cubic look, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it's 3-dimensional, doesn't it?
Really lovely. So think about mixing these up together. Go for a couple of sets maybe while we've got these fantastic discounts. So 3 diamonds, 3.5, 2.5 and the 1 3/4, and that's only £30.39. Now, the next one is, they're calling it the jewel. It looks like a faceted gemstone or a perfume bottle or something.
And I think you called it kite last time.
Could be a kite, couldn't it?
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. It's jewel today.
Jewel today.
What you like, it's the shape, isn't it? And you get 1 3/4 and the 1 1/4 inch jewel. £20.39. You're getting a cyber saving of £3.60 off the price. Wow. So down from £23.99. And
so this is the sample. You might have recognised this. I did bring this on before, and it was all colours, and when I got it home I thought I'm going to do something a bit different with it, so I unpicked it all. We all make mistakes. And I've done it so it's in lines. The neutrals have broken up the colours, and then it picks out the hearts.
Well, you put the 2 together and it makes almost a heart shape, or it could be wings as well, couldn't it, if you wanted it to be.
And then on the big quilt here behind, I don't know if this one, that has got the jewels in it as well.
Yeah, and it's the fatter bit towards the centre, and the pointy bit, of course, makes the point of the star. So
that has the hexagon, the jewel, and the diamond
in all of it.
In that, and it makes a tremendous design. I'm going to make that as a full-size quilt.
Wow.
But that's as far as I've got so far.
That's a project in progress. Okay, so there's your jewels if you'd like those. You get two sizes, 1 3/4 and 1 1/4, and that again is a special cyber discounted price, £20 and 39 pence. Now, one that really kind of caught my eye last time Nicola was here were these. You look at it and you think, okay, it's maybe a tag or it could be a house, because it's got, obviously, as you can see here, a roof and 3 walls, and you get a 4-inch, 3-inch and 2-inch, but again you get the outside edge and also the central template too.
Yeah.
But what you can do with them, not just making houses and things like that, or beach huts or whatever, that's what I referred to them as last time, wasn't it? But they make fantastic boxes because the roof becomes the base. How cool is that?
And last time I didn't have the 3-inch, so the 3-inch is brand new today.
Right.
And I thought, because they make a nesting set of boxes, I thought I needed, if I had just had that little one floating in there, it doesn't look quite right. So I've done it 3 sizes.
Going down an inch each time. There we go. And just to show you this, look at this quilt
yeah.
here, or it could be a table runner. This is what made me think of like beach huts when I first saw it, because they're lovely and bright colours. But equally, it depends on fabric you use as to how this is going to look. But it really is very striking.
And again, it's reversible.
Right.
So if we turn it over, you can see the back is reversible.
And also, what about putting the 4 houses together to make a cross?
And this is grows really quickly because they're such a big size. They just grow really quickly. And also you get the instructions for the advent calendar. I know you might not have time for this Christmas.
It depends how quick you are and how good you are at sewing, I suppose. But there's the actual advent calendar made up out of those house stencils, which are rather gorgeous, or templates.
While I see it as well, if you wanted to do a lid on your box, I've done the little box here, and you just add a 5th house, and that becomes the lid of your box.
Oh, right.
So
that
you
could
make
be a piece of jewellery in there, couldn't it? Like a ring box or something like that.
Yeah, a nice present in there.
So they get the 4-inch, the 3-inch and the 2-inch, and remember the 3-inch is brand new today, and you're going to get basically 6 templates in total, and how to use them and everything we'll go through in just a second. But great value for money. Today you save £10.50 off what the price should be. It's £31.49 as opposed to £41.99, and you're going to get the pattern, of course, for the advent calendar as well. If it's too late for this year, you've got it for next year, haven't you?
You've got time for next year, haven't you?
Okay, have a little look at the website then. All the other cyber deals are there, including we've got some fantastic pick and mix patterns, by the way. They're on a cyber price as well, and we've got some fabric kits there for you too, which include fabric and instructions and everything you need to make it. And we've also got our alphabet fat quarters that are here. I fell in love with these last time Nicola was here. Now if you want them, you've got to be pretty quick to get them. £9.79, and you get light grey and dark grey, and you get both of them.
No, well, you get ½ meters of the alphabet.
Right.
So there's 2 ½ meters for the £9.79.
Right.
And then in the whites and blacks, you get 4 fat quarters.
Right.
I just like to confuse people and mix it up.
So ½ meters, these are the ½ meter ones. Okay, so you've got the letters of the alphabet and the numbers there. So there's the light grey and the dark grey. So that's a metre of fabric there for £9.49, I think it was. There it is, coming up on the screen, £9.49. Is that right? Yep. £9.79, there we go. So that's the cyber price on that one, saving £4.20, and that was what we showed you on the quilt. The other fabrics we've got, these are the fat quarters, and these are available too. I will pop up the details for those as well. They've got kind of floating notes on them, dotty circles. So this is £9.79 as well, and that's black and white themed fat quarters. You get how many? 1,
4.
2, 3, 4 for £9.79.
Good price.
Very good price.
Yeah.
You're very generous.
I know. I don't know what's got into me, Dave. It must be my Christmas spirit coming out early.
Coming out early.
Well, I'm going to show you how to do the houses today and hopefully make a box. So I'm using that lovely alphabet fabric.
Yep.
And I've taken my large template and I'm putting that on top of the fabric. I've got 2 layers here, so I'm actually going to cut 2 at a time. And I'm going to put my fingers around the die so it becomes like a spider. Because you want to keep it steady. I'm just going to, it's a bit squiffy, just going to move that a bit. And very carefully with the rotary cutter, you cut round the shape.
Okay.
And I'm just going to move it. I normally do this stood up, so it might not be brilliant, because you get a better cut when you're stood up. But we'll see how we go.
It looks a little bit like marble, this fabric, doesn't it? It's
very, the background is really lovely.
Very eye-catching.
Yeah.
And all the different letters of the alphabet are in uppercase and lowercase and numbers as well.
And numbers. It's really pretty. You can tell I liked it because I bought so much of it, you see. That's and I thought, okay, let's give it to people a little bit cheaper this time.
Now, the houses, out of all the templates, are the ones that are in the lead at the moment because you can do so much with them. You can make them into little houses or sheds or beach huts, but also they make fantastic boxes, which I think is a great idea.
So the larger piece is going to be my background, and that's going to be the binding. So what you're doing with these, you're actually making little mini quilts.
Oh, right.
And then you're putting the quilts together. So I'm just going to cut the central house out. And, ooh, got all of a dither there. Let's get rid of that bit. Let's turn.
Has this fabric been really popular?
Yes, it has.
I'm not surprised.
It is lovely. You could use it for boys. Oh, I can't do that like that. Let's move it a little bit more. See, I didn't have enough space, did I, Dave? It's great for boys or men's quilts as well.
Yes.
It's really hard to find good fabrics for men's and boys' quilts.
Yeah, lots of fabrics are flowery and fancy, and this is just nice and tasteful. And
I've pre-cut my wadding because there's a trick that I do with the wadding. I use an old rotary board and an old rotary cutter.
Right.
Because the wadding blunts the blade of your rotary cutter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you've got an old cutting board, put it on top of it. If you've got a rotating board, you can put a non-rotating one on top.
Yeah.
If it's really manky, it doesn't matter. And use an old blade in your rotary cutter, and you can cut your wadding as well. So and it doesn't blunt your blade.
So in other words, then keep an old rotary cutter just for that purpose. That makes good sense, doesn't it? Don't throw it away or whatever.
I've got two, actually, and I keep one just for wadding and one for fabric.
Now, I've got to let you know that about 20% of the stock of the houses has gone. So you're loving those at £31.49. So those are the 6 that you're actually going to get. So you get 3 sets, 2 in each set, and that's £31.49. Saves you £10.50.
I'm making a terrible mess down here. I'm just throwing all my scraps on the floor.
That's all right.
Never mind.
Everything ends up on the floor in this place.
Christmas elf will come and clear that up, I'm sure. So I'm going to show you a trick with the box. I have cut, I'm going to just use one. I've cut some heavy iron-on interlining. But before I iron it on, I am going to make a cut to take the roof off, like it was the roof. And on my template, there is actually a score line on the template so that you can line it up as a square, and I'm going to cut that off.
Right.
There is a method in my madness. So I'm going to move my board and get the ironing board so I can show you the next step. So I'm going to take the wrong side of my fabric and I'm going to place the sticky side of the interlining onto the fabric and give that a press. So that's pressed on. Then I'm going to go and put the roof on. Right. And you might think, that's a bit daft, why she cut it and then sticking it on? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? But when you come to fold it to make your box, you get a better angle.
Ah, got you. Okay.
Because it's not connected, you actually get a nice
crisp edge.
So it's just a little hint and tip on how to do it. And now I'm going to lay the house up and get it ready to sew. So I'm going to take one of my backing pieces. I'm going to take the larger template, and this technique is used on all of the Quilt As You Go templates. So this is the method for all of them. And typical me, making a mess, aren't I? So I've got the cutout of this is the magic of these templates. It allows you to position your wadding and your main fabric dead in the centre. Because if it doesn't get dead in the centre, your bindings aren't accurate.
Right, yeah, I
understand. So you
that.
can do it without this template, but trust me, I've done it, and it is really painful, and you don't get a good finish to it, and I just didn't, I hated it.
So this is the benefit of having the two inside each other, basically. That's what...
it gives you that perfect positioning. But they're also, you can use them for so many other things as well. So you can use them for paper piecing as well. Lots of different things. So I've just pinned that in, and then I can remove my template. And then what I'm going to do is start folding the binding. So I'm going to fold the first edge, and this backing fabric comes up to the edge of the inner fabric and the wadding, and I'm just finger pressing that there, and then I'm going to take a pin and pin that like that.
Okay, nice and neat.
Nice and neat, and see how neat that the binding is. So I'm finger press that edge again, and we're going to work our way round the house. So just finger press that and turn it.
And we've actually had an image sent in from Karen.
Oh, lovely.
Using the hexagons from the show today. She said they're really, really easy to do and fun to use, and that's the bag that she's made from them. That's really cool. I love the colour combination as well.
That is smashing. That is lovely, isn't it?
That is great.
It's amazing. I see so many people have used them and enjoy them and doing more things with them and experimenting.
And the hexagons are a really attractive shapes as well, aren't they? And well, we've shown you already on the show, on that preview we did, that they work so well with the half hexagons. They work so well with the diamonds as well.
Yeah, and the jewels. And
the jewels as well. They all go together nicely. So. Well,
this is the reason I started, was the hexagons were so popular. I just thought, actually, there's so much we can do with this. I've got something else with me for later to show with the half hexagons. Hopefully we'll get round to that, but using just the half hexagons in a different way as well. Okay. So hopefully we get to that. So I'm just going round and pinning all these bindings in place, and then I'm going to press them like that.
Now things like irons and ironing boards for your craft table and things like that, you'll find on the website today. I know we had Sixpenny Memories in earlier on today. I know they supply us with the Prim iron if you want one of those. Anything like this you'll find on the website, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I'm just going round and I'm pressing all of those seams down so it's easier for me to machine stitch. So the next thing I need to do is get my sewing machine ready. So I'm going to need a little bit of time.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, while you get the sewing machine into action, let's just remind you of a couple of the other things that are available in the show today. Now, we've got a brilliant sewing machine on the show today. It's not the one that Nicola's about to use, but this is a Husqvarna. This is a Husqvarna Viking, and it's got embroidery included too. Look at the saving on this. This should be $1,199.99. We've actually at the moment got a £360 cyber discount on it, and this is the lowest you will find this anywhere. We've actually actively been online trying to find this at anywhere near the price that we can do it for, and we haven't been able to. So if you would like to get yours, I know that there were about 3 or 4 online retailers that were selling this machine for about £1,399. Today you can have it for $839.99. Saving £360, plus you can also have it on Flexi as well. So is the Flexi 3 flexes or 2 flexes? 2 flexes on this. So just over £400 today, £420 today, and then £420 in 4 weeks' time. But if you want to see the spec of the machine, please do feel free to have a little look at the website. I know last time we did this, we had quite a few of you order it. If you haven't received it yet, it's on its way. We did it, I think, for the first time last Thursday or last Wednesday with Hayley. So if you do want that machine, check it out on the website and check around and see how much cheaper it is buying it from us. And once that's gone, that stock, we cannot bring it back at that price. So take advantage of the lowest price around. Right, now, we've also got these fantastic hexagon templates in the show as well today. If you don't want to spend £800, then maybe what about £28? Or, you know, get a great deal, get a great discount here. Here it comes. £30.74 is actually if you want the hexagons, and you get £10.25 off the price. And you can see why it's such a good idea now to have the outer and also the inner template, because as Nicola's just shown you, it makes sure that you put your actual your fabric and your wadding and everything in exactly the right place to get the best results. So you get the 2.5, the 1 1/4, and you get the 1 3/4 as well. And just to show you again the difference in the sizes, here's the big one as a table runner, which I think looks really, really nice. And I like it with the jagged edge, actually, but I know some people prefer to have that filled in. You've got the next size down is that one there. And then the last smaller size is this one, which is the 1 1/4, which is rather lovely. But if you don't like that jagged edge and you want to have the half hexagon, we've got those for you as well. You can actually use them not just for filling in the kind of jagged edges on hexagon quilts and things, but you can use them decoratively on their own. And you've got the 2 1/2, the 1 3/4 and the 1 1/4 templates there as well. 6 in total, so the inside and also the outside. And they're all Daisy and Grace branded as well, so gorgeous quality, they really, really are, and full instructions come with it as well. That's £28.79, that's another discount, £7.30 off, £7.20, sorry, £7.20 off, because of course it is our cyber discount event. And no P&P if you're a Freedom member. The diamonds, you've got your 3 1/2, you've got your 2 1/2, and you've got your 1 3/4 inch diamonds. And of course the benefit of diamonds are that they work with the hexagons as well, they work on their own. But look, this is the half hexagon and the diamonds, which makes up this brilliant cube look, which I think is really cool. It really does make it look three-dimensional. I like that a lot. So if you want to do this effect, you'll have to go for the half hexagons and the diamonds. Equally, though, the full hexagons will work just as well. Here it is being used as a Christmas tree, with the diamonds making up the Christmas tree shape. Rather nice. £30.39, that's got you a £7.60 saving, because it is our cyber discount, OK? Then we've got the jewel, or it could be a perfume bottle, or it could be, well, really, it could be a kite, it could be anything. Now, they're getting very busy for this. This quilt shows you how you can put 2 jewels together in the same fabric to make it look like a love heart, or alternatively, if you don't necessarily want that to be the case, you can do them in all sorts of different colours, and they'll just look like the jewels. But put them together, they could be like wings, butterfly wings, angel's wings, or a heart. So you get the 1 3/4 inch and the 1 1/4 inch outside edge and the inside template as well, plus your instructions too. That saves you today £3.60 off the price, down from £23.99 to £20.39. And then finally, the most popular templates of the show so far are the houses, because I think they're really cute. This is using the fabric that Nicola was showing you a few minutes ago. So you can join the 4 houses together. They make then a cross. Really kind of quite dramatic and beautiful, that. If you use the smaller one and maybe pick out some of those house shapes in bright colours, it then becomes like a row of beach huts. Or it could be garden sheds. If you do it in like brown fabric, it could look like garden sheds. Equally, you could make it into and convert it into an advent calendar if you want to as well, like we've got just behind us. And you will get the pattern to do that with the numbers as well. Maybe a bit late to do that this year, but certainly you can have the pattern. You can make loads for next year if you want to. And of course, the thing that we're going to be demonstrating and showing you is the fact that 4 of the houses joined together make a box. And we've now got the 4-inch, 3-inch and the 2-inch templates. So you can now do 3 different boxes if you want to, graduating in size equally down to the smallest one. So really cute. And you can make them, the little one, into like a jewellery box if you want to. £31.49, £41.99 should be the price for those. Today, though, you're getting them for £31.49. And this is the only place where you can get all 3 together in a bundle, and a discounted price as well of £10.50 off. The website's got all the other kits from Nicola. And there are pattern pick and mixes, and there are kits which you can enjoy that include the fabrics as well. There's lots there from Daisy and Grace if you go on the website. Now, the alphabet fabrics, if you do want those, they're going very quick, actually, especially the grey ones. The grey ones are ½ metre. So you've got the darker grey and you've got the lighter grey in upper and lower case. There they are. They're only £9.79 for a whole metre. Not much of this left. Very limited. Is it nearly limited stock? Nearly limited stock. If you want those, £9.79 for the 2. So that's it's only about £4.90. Yeah, about £4.90 per ½ metre, which is brilliant value. Yeah. And it's gorgeous quality cotton as well, isn't it?
It is. It's really nice to work with.
OK, we're back with Nicola then.
Yeah, so I've set my machine up, and I'm just going to sew around the edge of the binding. Now, you can do this by hand. Right. But a few people have asked me how I do it by machine. And you literally just go around the edge of the binding, close to the edge.
What, about a millimetre away? Or?
I've got about 2 or 3 millimetres, but it doesn't matter as long as whatever you're comfy with. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go right to the end because I've folded that binding all the way along that edge. And I'm just going to go back on myself a few stitches. So there, and then turn. You could reverse, but my reverse skills aren't great. as some people who've been in my car will tell you. I'm not very good at reversing. So, gone a bit wobbly there, but don't panic if you go wobbly, because once it's finished, nobody is going to see it. So, don't be hard on yourself, just have a go.
Oh, so this side won't be on show?
Well, it will, but people won't really...
People aren't going to scrutinise it?
No, people get very worried that, you know, they've got a wibbly line, or people don't notice unless you point it out. So just don't point out your mistakes, and then nobody will know. You'll know they're there, but you don't have to tell everyone. So again, I've got to a point where I need to go down the binding, but where I'm not very good at reversing, I'm just going to go down and turn, and then go down this side. And it's not a race.
No.
I mean, I've turned my machine down to fairly slow. It's not a race, it's something to enjoy.
Absolutely. If you're liking the idea of making a little box or making houses like this out of this fabric, get the templates and the fabric in the same order. And do remember, if you are spending over £60 in one go, you can have a flexi order opportunity. That's offered to you on the website or by the operator. So if you find that you're spending a little bit today, you can spread it over the 2 payments.
So that is one of the houses finished. So I'm not very...
Should I hold that up to the camera?
Yeah.
There we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love using both of the colour greys as well, the darker and the lighter.
I just thought they worked well. It's fetching.
Well, we are now limited stock for this fabric. I had a feeling it wouldn't be around for too long. It is very distinguished and different. I like it a lot. £9.79 if you want your fabric. You get half a metre of the white, well, it's kind of a light grey, and then half a metre of the darker grey as well, but something a bit different for you. And
then I'm going to show you how to join these by the same machine. And I have done it by zigzag stitch before. So if you've got zigzag, you can do it via zigzag machine. Zigzag stitch, but I found a stitch on my machine that I've never used before, and it's brilliant. So I'll show you this one. I've pre-prepared two there, so you can see that bit that I'm going to be joining these two houses.
Is this the stitch you found?
Yeah.
All right. I wonder what that's called then.
I haven't a clue. I should know, shouldn't I?
But, you know, we tend to stick to the same stitches, don't we, on our machine, and don't experiment. But they're there for a reason, and you can see that that's doing a great job at binding those two together and holding them in place.
And what you're doing is you're pushing the two edges together, but not overlapping, and then stitching down.
So if you haven't got this stitch that Nicola's using, just a zigzag stitch,
just
would do the same.
zigzag is fine. I've used zigzag on all the other samples. It's just, for some reason yesterday I was playing with my machine, I thought, that stitch might be good, and it was.
Brilliant. And decorative.
And decorative. There was a lady actually at a quilt show who'd used my hexagon templates and hand embroidered a design like this on hers, and I thought, oh, that gave me an idea. Thank you very much. So now, if I could take that bit from you, I'm going to join the two diagonal pieces to make a cross.
You're loving the houses. A third of the stock of these have now gone.
Wow.
Is this your only show today?
It is my only show, and then I'm gone.
So take advantage of these prices while Nicola's here then.
Yeah, that's... And as I said, you won't get them anywhere else, not even on my website. I don't do them.
You don't do them in sets of threes?
And such a good deal.
And the thing is, if you're going to use one size, the chances are you're going to have the need for all three sizes. I like the idea of the boxes being kind of going down in size gradually.
Yeah. People have bought one size and then gone for all the others, so I thought, well, why not do them all in one go, and you've got them, and it's a good price. So, nearly at the end here.
I don't think I've ever seen that stitch before either.
No, I've had this machine ages, and you know what? I've never used it. It's terrible, isn't it? Not this stitch, not the machine, obviously. Yeah. So there we have a cross.
So there we go. And that was forming part of the quilt that we showed you a little bit earlier on as well. So if that's a pattern that you want to have on your quilt. The fabric now is gone, I'm afraid. The last one's just gone to someone's basket, so I hope you got it. But of course, this is now the basis for our box, isn't it?
And what I do, if I could move my sewing machine again, I'll show you how to put that together, and I'll show you the next thing that I've got, because that's really interesting.
Okay. Well, we'll just move the sewing machine off the table then and remind you of something. What about, we've got the pick and mixes, haven't we, as well? If you want the pick and mix of the patterns, remember they're available as well. We've actually got them just down here. So if you want to take a little look at the pick and mix, we'll pop them up on the screen for you. Okay, so all of these basically are pick and mix patterns. Okay, you can choose any two. Yeah, any two for £13.29. And you can see all of these different patterns that you've got here. You've got the hexagon collar, that's one of them that you can choose to go for. Any two at all for £13.29. You've got the daisies Christmas wreath wall hanging there as well. You've got the travel sewing kit, that's a pattern. You've got the zippy bag trio, so they could be for pencils and pens or whatever, could be cosmetic bag. You've got Grace's Christmas tree wall hanging, that's another one just there for you. Scissor case, always a popular one, that. If you can never find your scissors, if you get a case for them, the chances are you'll find them that much easier. You've got a rotary purse for your rotary cutters. Patterns inside there, and then Home Sweet Home is a little plaque which you could of course hang maybe in the kitchen or the hallway or something like that, or the porch. £13.29, choose any two patterns. You'll see them on the website if you've missed any of them, and they're just £13.29 for the two. 488 398.
So I'm just going to show you one side of how to sew this together.
Okay.
So we've got a cross, and that basically all the sides are going to come up to make the box.
Right.
So I'm going to put wrong sides together, and I'm going to go sew on the top edge. I'm going to put my thread in there and pull that through, and I'll snip that little thread off because I heard the knot go into the fabric.
Right.
And I'm going to do my version of a ladder stitch, which isn't the correct version of a ladder stitch, but it is my version and it works. But you do what you feel comfy with. So it's not an over sew stitch because you would see the stitching. It's actually, you're doing in one side of the fabric, coming out, pulling your thread tight, going into the other side. And I've just done it like you would do a normal ladder stitch, not my ladder stitch, but...
As long as it stays together, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Now, what's the update on the templates? Nearly half the stock on the house templates is gone. They're going very, very quickly now. Now you're seeing the box starting to appear. And, of course, if you want a lid for your box, you can just use another... Yeah,
you just make five of the houses, and I'll show you where to stitch. So you're going to make it up, and then you can stitch it like we did here onto one of the edges, and that will form your lid. So I'm going to stop there, Dave, just so I give you the idea, because there's something else I'd like to get onto as well. Is that all right?
You get the gist of it. That's absolutely fine.
So I'm going to pop that in there.
So it's easy to make your boxes out of your house templates.
Yeah.
You do get 3 sets, remember, 6 templates in total. We'll remind you and recap on everything that's in the show then. Let's go to the website and have a little look. There we are. So you've got your Noah's quilt kit, that's there as well. So we do have some kits that have got fabric included as well. We've also got, of course, the sewing bag patterns too, they're there. So there's lots of things that we haven't actually got physically out on our counter that are available. The alphabet fabric is gone, but we do have the black and white fabric still available as well, if you like the look of those. And you've got floating musical notes, you've got geometric circles, dots as well, almost like, they look like, you know, kind of distressed dots. Lovely. To get 4 fat quarters, £9.79, down from £13.99, and that is, of course, our fantastic cyber price. Now, what about the templates then? The templates are superbly designed and great quality. You're getting all 3 templates together, a 2.5, a 1 3/4, and a 1 1/4 inch set, and that is a big saving of £10.25 off, down to £30.74 from £40.99. Okay, so I can't really see them very well, can you? But if I just hold them up there for you, there we go. There's your 2.5, there's your 1 3/4, and there is your 1 1/4. There we go. And just to give you an idea of the size, what they will convert into and make, there we go, loads of you coming through for these right now. There's a lovely festive table runner. That, of course, has got the kind of zigzaggy edge to it, which I quite like, but if you don't want that, then we do have the half hexagons, which will fill that in for you. The next size down is the 1 3/4, which is that one just there. And then we've also, of course, got the smaller one, which is the 1 1/4. So you get all three of those, and this is the half hexagon that's been used on that side to fill in the jagged edge. And that's what we're moving on to. The half hexagons are here, 2.5 inch, 1 3/4 inch, and 1 1/4 inch. And this is what the half hexagon can look like. So obviously you can join them together to make a full hexagon, or you can make them into like chevrons if you want to as well, if you use the same coloured fabric. So it almost looks like a, yeah, it does look like an arrow, doesn't it? Definitely. And then this one, that's the diamonds, sorry, beg your pardon. So that's the half hexagon basically, okay? And the half hexagons also, of course, as I said before, fill in the edges just there, make a nice straight line. So that's 2.5, 1 3/4 and 1 1/4 inches, £28.79, and your discount on the cyber deal is £7.20. Then we go to the diamonds. Now this is what the diamonds are showing you, and these will work with all the others that we've shown you. So the diamonds here, for example, in the middle, forming that cube, work with the half hexagons here, and they'd also work with the full hexagons as well. So it creates that 3D building block look, which I always think looks really, really smart. Almost like an optical illusion. There we've got the triangles as well, or the diamonds as well, sorry, joined together there. And here we've got them joined together to make a Christmas tree. Rather lovely. So you get all three sizes, all 6 templates for £30.39. The jewel is next, and that's the one that looks like a kite. And again, this is being used to great effect here. Done in the same fabric, joined together, it makes them look almost like a little love heart, which is rather cute. So they will work again with the diamonds, and they'll also work with the half hexagons, and they work, of course, on their own too. So you get the 1 3/4 inch and the 1 1/4 inch for £20.39. And then finally, down the end, the one that's in the lead, 60% now of our stock of the house templates has gone. This is the box that Nicola is in the process of making, or something very similar to it, because obviously you've got the 4 straight sides for the cube, but then you've got the roof of the house, which when you join it and sew it together makes the base. But I love this because it's, to me, I live on the coast and I see beach huts all the time. I love that, especially in all those wonderful funky colours. So yeah, you can make them look like garden sheds, beach huts or houses, it's up to you, or a nativity. What about possibly doing the Advent? There's actually a pattern with these templates as well that will show you how to actually do this. I know we're nearly at the beginning of December now, we've got about a week to go, or roughly, but if you did a couple of these, you know, do the first and the second as soon as they arrive, maybe do one a day, and you can gradually build the Advent calendar through the month of December if you wanted to. That could be something that would be nice to do. £31.49, you get the 4 inch, the 3 inch and the 2 inch templates, and that gives you a total discount of £10.50 as our cyber deal. Okay, now, what else have we got for you? Well, we've got this, which is a complete kit for you. And this is the Daisy and Grace Sew Organised Sewing Bag. The complete kit is £29.99. And we're going to show you that next, I think. So that is £10 off, 336544. You do get all the fabrics and the zipper and everything you need, really. The only thing you don't get probably are the scissors. But no. you
get everything else.
You get everything else.
So you need your sewing machine and your thread.
Right, OK. And that's on Flexi as well. Got Flexi on that. It's not even £60. That's good. So it's £15 today and £15 in 4 weeks. That will then open up a Flexi order. So everything else that you want to buy in the show, or you just want to buy, can go into that Flexi order as well. 336544. Then we've got the sewing book kit for you. Now, that's coming up on the screen right now. Now that is that in front of me? This one here?
Yeah.
There we go.
So that's the pattern.
Right.
And then the kit's below it in the box.
OK.
Just here.
This one here.
And I'm using my sewing book today as well.
OK, so that's the kit that actually makes it. There's the actual pattern in the top box, and there's everything that's inside it. There we go, look. Full of everything, even tape measure and all sorts in there.
Yeah, everything you need to make this sewing book is in that kit. So that's the one you'll be getting. So you get all your hexagons for the outside, all of your 1.5 inch strips for the outside, all your zips, all your ribbons. You're just not getting the sewing thread that's in there, or your little embroidery scissors that you can put in the pouch.
But you get the rest.
All the rest. So once it gets to you, you can start it straight away.
That's really cute, isn't it? I love it.
It is, and I use mine all the time. Mine's got a bit mucky. I think I'm going to have to make a new one. But I always bring this on here. I just zip it up. I put all my gubbins, everything inside, and it's zipped up and it's ready to go.
Well, we've had a lovely email coming from Joy, I've just been told.
Oh. Oh.
And she says, what an interesting programme. I just love all your shows. Thank you for that. Nice one, Joy.
That's really nice.
We love having you watching, so that's good.
Well, I got on because I can't sit still.
Right.
I pinned this box together.
Okay.
And I just put the little fat quarters in there. Wouldn't that make a lovely...
Fat quarter storage box, that makes sense.
Yeah, you could put all your little fat quarters in there. It would be amazing.
Yeah, love it. And you can use it for all sorts of things, of course, as well. And if you did want to put a lid on the box, then all you do is cut out a 5th house to make the lid.
Yeah, and put a little button and loop on the point of the house. But what I wanted to show you, I'm really excited about the half hexagons at the moment because they do so many things. Firstly, I've started this. So I've used a hexagon in the centre and then made it larger by putting the half hexagons around the outside. And I thought I'm going to do a whole quilt in this with loads of funky colours and maybe a few neutrals to break it up. And then again, you've got a reversible quilt. And I've used that stitch that I found on my machine.
That's going to be your new favourite stitch now,
It's my new favourite stitch, isn't it? So that's that one.
Yep.
And then I thought, while I was making this, my head doesn't turn off. I've never switched off. I thought, the half hexagons make a hexagon.
Yeah, they do.
And then you can go around it. And then I thought, if I use 2 tones of fabric, I can get this lovely effect with the hexagons.
Honestly, I think you'll be amazed if you invest in a few. If you can run to it, if you can go for all the templates we've got today, they're all going to mix and match and into work with them all. So it's going to be a great way of just experimenting and finding out all these new geometric shapes you didn't know probably you could do.
And this, instead of quilt as you go, this is quilt as you go, so you can see the little binding.
Right.
So you can see the little binding around the shape. So I've used this as quilt as you go. But this one I've used as paper piece, English paper piecing. So what I've done, I've used the internal half hexagon and I've cut my freezer paper to the shape of the internal one.
Right.
Cut round the fabric to leave myself about 1/4 inch seam allowance. And now I'm just sewing them like you would English paper piecing. And you don't have to worry about the flaps because if I turn this one over, you can see all your little ends go inside once it's all joined together. So I'm actually using the templates as English paper piecing as well.
Why not? Yeah.
So
you're doubling up the versatility
you
of them.
are. So you can use them as quilt as you go, or you can use them as English paper piecing.
So just in case people aren't familiar with the term quilt as you go, that's where you're using the fold over technique.
It is, and
you're
creating a quilt. So you've got your backing fabric, you've got your wadding, and you've got your main fabric, which is the top fabric.
Right, got you.
So that is what a quilt sandwich is. So you're creating a little quilt sandwich, and then your excess around your template is turned to create binding.
And that's why you've got the inside and the outside templates.
And you're making tiny little quilts, basically. Each one you make is a tiny little quilt.
To make a much bigger one.
To make a much bigger one.
Like it.
It's really cute, and it's very portable. So if you've got long journey, which a lot of us have coming up to Christmas, if you prepare them in advance, you can use them on the go.
Why not?
And they just grow lovely. But if you like, I mean, I love traditional English paper piecing. That's my thing. So for me as well, I can use the internal shapes for my English paper piecing.
Why not?
So that's what I'm doing.
That's what you're doing, and it's really quick, it's really simple and easy to do as well.
It is.
And you're getting twice the versatility out of your templates, which today, remember, are on a fantastic cyber discount, Cyber 6. For 6 days we're doing this. I think this is day 3. Did we start it on Friday, didn't we? Yeah, or Thursday night it was. So we're still only halfway through it, but some of the deals we've had on most of our shows have been incredible.
I know. Great, isn't it?
Great discounts.
But also for the kits that I'm doing today, they're amazing for the original price that they were. I mean, they're just really good value if you wanted to make yourself your own sewing book.
While you're doing that, the sewing book is proving very popular. You get the box that's got all the bits in it, and there it is, look. Loads and loads of content in there, all the patterns that you need as well. The patterns, in actual fact, are in the sewing book box just here. And they're all...
They come in with the kit. They're not in a separate box.
Ah, OK.
You can actually just buy the pattern on its own.
So that's the pattern on its own. If you want it, will come like that. But if you buy the actual kit, you'll get the patterns in the box like this. But there's full of lovely goodies. There's loads of cotton in there, tape measures, all sorts of things like that, accent buttons, ribbon.
Everything
zippers.
you need to make it is in there.
To make this?
Yeah.
That's a fantastic gift for someone, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Really
and
nice.
It's so useful. If once you've got one, you just don't know how you lived without it.
It's actually tape measure ribbon, I've just realised.
Yeah.
But it is an accurate measurement, though, I would imagine.
I don't know if it is. I wouldn't like to say it. I think it's near enough, but I wouldn't like to say it's dead accurate.
Okay. It's decorative, but I thought it was a real tape measure, but there you go.
In case somebody's doing it for something, using it to measure something really important, and then it's wrong. Uh-oh.
It could be just for decoration, but it's a cute thing.
Can I show you another trick with this as well?
Yeah.
This is your trash bag that I put all my bits and bobs in, but you can't empty the whole book out when you come to do it, so you just pull it off.
Oh, they're on pop studs.
And then you empty it.
Ah.
So that you can always keep your trash bag
How
tidy,
clever is that?
and then it just pops back on.
Oh, this is genius.
And you've got 2 zippy pockets in there as well.
Well, everybody that loves sewing needs one of these, don't they?
They do.
I think. A sewing book. You've got a little pin cushion there as well. That's sewn in. Little pin arranger and organiser, needle arranger. There we go. Scissor holder in the side there too. Love it. But you've actually got this tape measure ribbon decorating the inside of the bag. So it's a real cute thing. There we go. Make one and gift it, or make one for yourself and just cherish it.
Yeah. And we've got a So Organised bag as well somewhere, but I don't know where the actual product, the bag's gone. But we've got
a picture
here.
of it. We can show you the picture. So have a little look. This is it. This is the actual kit that you're going to be getting. So that's the So Organised sewing bag. That is £39.99 normally. It's £29.99 if you want it. £10 off. That's a cyber discount at the moment. 336544, and that's what you can make. And this is on Flexi as well. Flexi on things that are way under £60 today. That's really good. So £15 today and £15 in 4 weeks' time. There's the bag look. And of course, anything else that you put in the same order will go into your Flexi basket as well, and you can spread it over 2 payments if you want to. But there's the sewing bag.
So this is called a sewing bag because I made this because I like to take all my things to classes or when I'm going to friends, and I made this specifically for sewing, but you can use it for many things. It fits a laptop in there.
Oh, right.
But that front pocket fits an A4 cutting board and your I've forgotten the name of them, rulers.
Oh, okay.
So an A4 board will go in that front pocket, and inside there are a lot of internal pockets as well.
Do you know what? If you're going and liking the sewing book, why not get the bag to go with it? Because that coordinates. Yeah, it coordinates really nicely, doesn't it? So if you want both of those, the sewing bag is on a reduced price, 2 payments of £15, Flexi buy. If you want the sewing book, that's also got a reduction as well today. I can't remember what the price was. I'll bring it back up on the screen for you. But there's your sewing book, and again, everything you need to make it is included. It's £9 off. $35.99 for that. So if you want to pop those into your Flexi order, please do feel free to do it. Spread the cost over the 2 payments. Now, we have had a question on email from someone asking if there's an angel policy with your templates.
Yes. Yes. If you want to make things from my templates, you're more than welcome to.
And you can sell what you make.
You can sell what you make.
Fantastic. Thank you for asking. I thought it'd be all right.
Yeah. I'm not that much of an ogre. Only a little bit. So here, now I'm just joining my pieces together, and I'm over sewing the outside edge. So because this is English paper piecing, the stitches aren't going to show on the right side. So I'm just over sewing the edges of these. I'm not using the ladder stitch. When I do the quilt as you go, because you've got a double-sided quilt, you don't want the stitches to show, so that's why I use a ladder stitch on my version. It's been adapted.
I mean, it's such a relaxing hobby to have as well, isn't it? And such a rewarding hobby to have.
I find it so mindful. I can just sit down, pick up some stitching, and the troubles disappear for 10 minutes or so, and you know, you can just forget all the nonsense around you. You can just concentrate on your sewing. I watch television while doing it as well, because my husband comes in, I'm sewing, and he said, "Aren't you meant to be working?" I go, "I am."
This is your job.
This is my job. How lucky am I?
I know.
So yeah, very relaxing and very portable, something you can do on the go.
And do you keep the paper in it all the time, or do you remove it?
Oh, I remove it. Actually, shall I show you on that one how to remove it?
If you could.
I'll just put my needle in there.
Because all the papers are still in there at the moment, aren't they?
They are. So what I do, let's see where we are. is you can just about see, well, it's better on this white one, you can see my tacking thread, and what I use, the point of my scissors, just to remove that tacking thread. It's not going to play ball properly today, and all I do is push that paper up. And it comes out.
Okay, you don't have to rip it or tear it or anything.
No, don't rip it or tear it, because you can reuse this. If you use freezer paper, that will iron on again. So I take another one out, just show you how simple and easy it is. Just remove the tacking stitches. And I don't put a knot when I'm tacking. I don't put a knot in the end of the thread, because if you do that, you have trouble taking the tacking out.
Yeah, got you.
So there you go. And then that's created your fabric.
Oh, that's easy enough, isn't it?
And I don't know what this is going to be yet, because I only started it yesterday. So I'm so excited. I'm sure it's going to be something huge in the end.
Are you going to keep on going with the half hexagon theme? All of them? Yeah.
For the moment, yeah. And then I can combine them with all the other templates, you see. Because I'm lucky enough to have all of the templates.
Exactly. Well, I think a few of you watching today have gone for all of the templates as well. But I do love the fact that this is combining the proper hexagon and the half hexagon really beautifully together. And by putting the half hexagon on there, you're just kind of making a bigger hexagon, aren't you, at the end of the day? And
can you imagine if they're all joined, those lovely effects of those big hexagons? Because I love little hexagons, but the big ones are stunning as well.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely
and just
beautiful.
The use of your fabrics, you can play with your fabrics to create something really amazing.
I mean, it looks totally different when you flip it over. You've got different fabrics on the back. Very lovely. OK, well, we've only got 5 minutes left. Shall we go down the counter?
Yes,
we'll go down the counter and remind you of everything. Look on the website, though, because lots of these kits are proving popular. Lots of you liking the idea of the sewing book and also the sewing bag. Buy them as kits, make them, and they all coordinate together beautifully. We have had a couple of sellouts with that lettered fabric, which is no surprise there, really. But these, remember, are the only way that you can get these 3 templates together is to go through us here at Hochanda. You're getting, of course, the cyber deal as well, which is an extra bonus, so you get extra money off. But you don't even on your website do these as sets of 3.
No, I've just done them for Hochanda today. So this is the only place you can get all 3 at such a good price. Because if you were to buy them all individually, they are quite expensive. But put them all together, and it's a great idea.
Well, all the templates are pictured on the website as well, but here they are: 2.5, 1 1/4 and 1 3/4 inch. And remember, the benefit of having the outer and the inner is that it allows you to position perfectly your hexagon, the 1 3/4 inch hexagon, so you've then got the
perfect binding.
Fold over, the perfect binding.
If you just put that hexagon, even if it's a few millimetres out, it's amazing the difference it makes, because your bindings become all uneven. Then you don't get the miters properly. I've had a few people saying that initially that they couldn't get their miters. It's just practice.
Right.
It does come, but it's a new thing, so just bear with it and just turn it, double turn it, fold it, and you will get the miters. OK.
Perfect. Now, that's the full hexagon. The half hexagon is another one that I know many of you have gone for today, because it's a different look. It also helps to, make a straight edge out of a jagged edge with the hexagons. 2.5 inch, 1 3/4 and the 1 1/4 inch. Again, you're getting the centre and the outside as well for perfect binding every time. And if I just show you the half hexagon lovely, for a second. Beautiful.
It's just such a dramatic effect on it, so at a distance as well, it looks really 3D.
Definitely. And again, play with your colours of fabric, because that combination of different colours in different places makes the whole thing look totally different.
And on this one, if you wanted to do something the same as this, what you need to do is have 3 different colours of fabric that are light, medium and dark. Right. And then you cut 2 of the half hexagons in each of those fabrics. Right. So you're making 1 pair there, 1 pair there, 1 pair there. Right. So remember, light, medium, dark.
Then it will end up looking very geometric.
Yeah. Brilliant. And get that effect.
OK, then we've got our diamonds, remember, the 3.5 inch, 2.5 inch and 1 3/4 inch diamond. They work well with the fantastic half hexagons and hexagons as well. Yeah. There are the diamonds that have been used on there for a great effect.
This one, I love this one.
I love this one as well.
My friend
the cube in the middle.
Steph made this for me. It's amazing, isn't it?
It's great, isn't it?
It's so 3-dimensional.
Then we've got our jewel, And we'll try and get in all of these just before the end of the show. There's your jewel, and as you can see, what Nicola's done here is put 2 jewels together to make that kind of love heart look, or it could be, again, a wings or butterfly's wings, something like that. £20.39 saves you £3.60. And then the star of the hour, one of the stars of the hour, has been our houses. The 4-inch house, 3-inch house and the 2-inch house. Nearly 3/4 of the stock has gone. 4 houses make a box. 5 houses make a box with a lid. And also, of course, they make the most fantastic beach huts or garden sheds.
I love your idea of the garden sheds. I think that's coming down.
In brown fabric, that would look great, wouldn't it?
Amazing.
Yeah,
and you can put little shovels and...
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can really go to town.
I'm so looking forward to doing that. You started something with me.
Oh, good. I'm pleased. There we are, look. And there's the 4 houses joining together to make a cross, which is where we started with the box, obviously. And then you will get a pattern included with the actual templates themselves to make that fantastic advent calendar. And maybe make one a day in December.
Yeah.
Then build it during December, and then it's ready for next year as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice idea.
Preparation for next year.
And you do actually get your template there for the numbers as well, so you can actually number your advent.
And I tell you what you need to make the advent calendar, so the amount of fabric and what you've got to cut in different things. So it's all in there. Brilliant.
All the kits and all the patterns as well, the pick and mix patterns you'll find on the website. I do love that sewing book as well, the sewing bag, so grab those.
I love my sewing book.
All at cyber prices. You'll see all the discounts if you have a little look at the website, hochanda.com. Nicola, thank you ever so much.
No,
Are you
thank
back in a month?
I'm back in January, actually.
Oh, not until after Christmas?
Yeah, I've got a bit of a holiday.
Have a good time.
I will.
Have a good Christmas.
Thank you.
Thanks to Nicola, thanks to you. I'll see you in the morning for the one-day special at 9 o'clock, and this is the final call for this one. Yeah, final call for our card creator one-day special from Torek. Then a brand new one launches. It's Lizzie here at 6 o'clock. And then after that, it's craft price drop. That's with Janice tonight. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Hi, I'm Paul Church from Clarity Stamp. I've been fortunate enough to turn my hobby into a career and joined Clarity Stamp in January 2016. My background has always been in crafting, and I enjoy making things and sharing things. That's what crafting is all about for me, making things and sharing with others, and also learning all the time. At Clarity Stamp we bring you a wide range of products, from stamps, stencils, groovy and pergamano. And the great thing about that is that it covers crafters from all different aspects. So whether you're into stamping, stenciling, parchment craft, we've got it covered at Clarity Stamp. So I hope you can tune in and join the Clarity team on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Fiona Clayton from Crafter's Companion. I've been crafting for about 7 years now, having rediscovered my love of a childhood hobby. I'm delighted that I can share with you all my hints, tips and ideas, and here at Hochanda we're going to make sure that you really enjoy your crafting as well. So join me, Fiona Clayton, here on Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Stuart and I'm the Managing Director of Oakwood Archer. Oakwood Archer is a family-run business and my son and my daughter work very hard with me to bring the best craft items to you in the UK. We specialise in high-quality items brought into the UK from all over the world, including brands like Kaisercraft, Stampendous and Impression Obsession. Working with Hochanda is fantastic for us. It gives us the opportunity to bring all of these brands and all of these products from all over the world direct to you, the crafter in the UK. Our products include stamps, dies, papers, buttons, trimmings, ribbons and album making kits. Just about everything you need to be a good crafter. So please don't miss Oakwood Archer shows on Hochanda.
Welcome to your final call. This is your final hour. But only only of the day. Only of the day. And you've had a very, very busy day with the one day special.
It's been absolutely brilliant.
Well, we're going to introduce you, if you've just joined us, of course, to the lovely Jodie, and to your one day special as well. We're going to put a clock on the screen so you know that you only have this hour to get the one day special at that discounted price. At the top of the hour, it's going back up to the usual price. So that's what that clock is all about right there. Now, how much of the stock, to give a stock update? 80% of a very, very large one day special stock has gone. Jodie, what are we getting?
So these are our beautiful Create a Card, okay? So basically, what does that mean? It means you've got everything in that package to be able to make a beautiful individual card. So you're getting 2 die sets, and these are huge die sets. You've got 59 dies overall. You've got your tuxedo, which is this beautiful box here with all your dingly danglies. And then you have got... Oh, hello. You then got your side stepper that's got all the multiple panels in there for you to be able to create beautiful decorative cards. But the detail you're getting in these is unbelievable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my boards in, because it's a lot easier for me to waffle and show you my boards at the same time, yeah, because then you're physically seeing what you're getting. So you've got your outside edge. This is going to give you all your deboss lines for you to be able to fold and create your card base. You've then got a matten layer that will go over the top, and then you've got a second matten layer that you can cut your detail into, place it all together, and you've got an extremely beautiful card. All the detailed dies will stay in your cardstock. So maybe you want all the panels on, apart from these ones here, they could be cut into your card, for example. So loads of ways of using them. But when you cut them all out, using those outside edges, you can see all those different ones that you're getting. You're getting 5 sentiments in there. 5 individual mount plates in there. So you've got, on your special day, let's celebrate, sent with love, best wishes, just for you. But then look at all the different mount plates you're getting. Some has got a little scallop on, one's got a straight edge, one's even got the little hook and eye on the top, so you can feed your ribbons through. Some's got stitch lines on there as well. Absolutely beautiful in their own right. You could use those just on a card front.
I was just thinking that. They'd be excellent, wouldn't they?
They would make the quickest, easiest, simplest, beautiful card, just having that in your card stock. But then, of course, you've got the tuxedo. Now, the tuxedo, you can see there that this one is your main die. That's going to make your box, your mat, your layers. You've got a right and a left-handed side one in there, so your professional edge is always at the front. You've got individual little butterflies as well that you can chop out, and you can have those on your dingly danglies if you want. But then you have got all that beautiful detail down the bottom, and you can mix and match that. So maybe you have the trellis at the top, the butterflies at the bottom, the butterflies at the top, the trellis at the bottom, and vice versa. You can mix and match those. But talking of dingly danglies in your collection, you've also got your flowers as well. Now, your flowers are Verso Extra. You've got that additional outside edge, so you can put them onto the backing plate and stick your 3D foam pads on there and do whatever you want with them. They are beautiful to work with.
Wow. That's a lot of dies there.
There's loads in there, and honestly, the inspiration that we've got, the girls have gone absolutely crazy. So whether you want to be bright and invigorating, whether you want to be grungy, you can go grunge with them as well. I mean, that one there, look at that one.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
nice.
love it. Absolutely love every inch of that card. That's how I lose. Absolutely amazeballs. It's
and then here's
beautiful.
A different look again. The great thing is these are so versatile, aren't they? The dies.
They are.
Use them together, use them separately, make and create. These boxes are gorgeous, and they do go flat.
Fold
so
flat,
you
they
can
do.
pop those through the post. 2 payments of £34.49. Of course, it's not just the butterflies, you're also getting the tuxedo as well.
This is my favourite in the stepper. Imagine sending this for a golden wedding anniversary. It's blinged to an inch of its life.
It really
Absolutely
is.
gorgeous. But then on the opposite side, the flip side of the coin, keeping it simple, just a topper.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that topper was hanging around in my office like a bad smell for about 7 years. Yeah. And all I've done is teamed it up with some matching paper, used the dies to make the base card, and gone forward from there.
Here's another lovely sample. I like this. Oh, sorry. I like this one as well because I like the colours that you've used. It really makes those dies stand out. 59 dies in total, 2 payments of £34.49. It is a sensational one-day special. It really is. So if you do want to get hold of that, 192436. We're moving on because we've got other items on the show as well. So we're going to run through them all and then we'll get to the demonstrations with Jodie. Now, kaleidoscope boxes, very popular.
Yes. The next 5 lots are all to do with the kaleidoscope boxes, okay? If you've not got any inclination of what we're talking about when we say the kaleidoscope boxes, the boxes make up, go on, get it in there.
I'm just closing the lid.
Your kaleidoscope boxes make beautiful either hexagon, octagon, square or diamond shaped boxes. Okay, now you buy them in separate lots. So you buy your panels and then you buy your lid. Okay,
got you.
Because there's so many lids, but all the panels will work with all the lids. So in this collection, this first collection here, these are just panels, no lids, just panels.
Right,
okay. So the detail that you are getting in there is this beautiful detail here. So these are your medium size panels and they will make up a box of that size, because you can see that panel is actually that one on the box.
And that's the box without the lid.
So yes, you've then got, let's move that one, you've then got those beautiful roses there.
Oh, they're lovely.
And once you put the lid on it, it's going to make a box that size.
Perfect.
Okay, but you can see you've got 2 different designs in each of those. So in this set, you've got a collection of 4 different designs with the possibility of making boxes roughly that size, but remember you need the lids.
Yes, you do need the lids.
Yeah.
If you want to get hold of these, 505-866 is your item number. You're saving £13. You're saving, and it's only costing £24.98 to get those 2 boxes. You will need your lids as well. Do bear that in mind, but they are beautiful. And we have got another set for you here. These are your hexagons.
They are. These are your hexagon layering dies. Take the word kaleidoscope out a minute, okay? They're a basic set of nesting dies, absolutely beautiful. Hexagons all the way down to that centre design set, which is a beautiful peony. And when you get to that point, that peony die will fit on your kaleidoscope boxes, okay? So you can see here, let me put that lid back on. Come on. You can see there that the peony fits on the hexagon lid, okay? But apart from that, it's a set of nesting dies.
Yes.
So you've got the whole array of sizes going all the way down there. So your mats, your layers, your apertures, fancy shaped cards. So for instance, this one here, 1 hexagon. You've got half cut dies in this collection as well. So put the half cut die on, fold it over. You've then got your shaped cards to be able to put your centre points on.
Isn't that great that you can use these for so many different projects?
Loads
and get the best
of them
out of them and get value for money. Talking about value for money, you're saving £8, normally £22.99, but here today £14.99 if you want to go for that set. And now we've got the octagon.
Yeah, so once again, forget the word kaleidoscope a minute. This is an octagon nesting die set, all the way down to that central design, which then will fit on your octagon lids. Okay, beautiful, beautiful detail in there.
Now we're limited stock,
and I'm not surprised because look, we're going blue on the screen.
I know. We've got a freedom price on here, £17.99, 390277. Limited stock for that. So if you're not a freedom member, it's £19.99.
They are beautiful. So let's have a look what they were intended to do. They were intended to give you a different design lid for your octagon box, okay? So that one's paper piece to 1 inch of its life. But, of course, as I said, basic set of nesting dies.
you can make your cards with them as well. So that there, we've got all the multiple tiers on there, and that's a brilliant example of all the edges that you're getting. So you've got one with a little dot, you've got one with a dainty scallop, you've got one with a little spacer in there. That looks amazing when you feed your ribbon through. You've then got another little scallop, you've then got some plain ones in there as well. But look at all those different details on those edges that you're getting, and they run throughout that whole series as well. So maybe you want to do a half cut one. So detail at the bottom, take the centre out. Maybe you want to do them on acetate. These are all cards.
That's nice.
These are not kaleidoscope boxes, these are all cards. So absolutely beautiful in their own right.
They really are. 19.99, 390-277 if you want to go for that. Now this next one, I absolutely love this, and I love the detail. And I know our Lizzie that's coming up at 6 o'clock tonight would like this as well.
This is the only lid that I have on today's show. This is your octagon lid. So what I mean by that, let's destroy, conquer and destroy. That there is your lid. You can see all those side panels. You literally fold them over, use the glue tabs, and they are going to form your lids. But you can see all those other dies in that collection. You've got details, you've got edging dies, you've got all those different ones in there. Think about cutting all those little bobbins out, all the mannequins out, the sewing machine out, and then you can start to use them on your cards as well, because I have to say they do make rather spectacular cards.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah?
They really, really do. Now, we are incredibly limited on this. If you do want to get hold of it, please do pop it in your basket and check on out. Don't miss out on this. $19.99. We've only got a handful left. 365-180 if you want to get hold of that. I love the way that all these dies are so versatile, but will work in conjunction with the kaleidoscope boxes as well. We are destroying the place.
Just destroying the whole. Why won't it stand up? Come on, play nicely.
We'll move on to the next set for you. Okay, leave that one there.
Forget it.
It's a challenge, right? What we've got here, 372431. Can you talk us through
Right,
this,
so you've
Jodie?
got 3 sets of panels in here, okay? So some of the panels you're getting a beautiful line. That looks amazing if you do it in candy cane, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, put a red and a green piece of paper behind. It looks amazeballs. You've got that beautiful design set in there as well. You've got your mediums. You've even got a little tatty rose on there and a place for beautiful things. And then you've got your small individual ones in there as well. So the size of the boxes that you can make from these ones are that size box. Can you hold that one?
Yes, I can.
You can make that size box, and you can make that size box, because they're all the panels that is in your collection, okay? Now, we thought that the kaleidoscope boxes were coming to an end. We thought there's nothing else that we can add to the kaleidoscope range. Oh, how wrong we were. There's going to be more coming out, okay? So, to get these panels at this price, I would highly recommend you stock up, because there's going to be something coming out soonish that you're going to be wanting to buy to go alongside.
You know what? I can tell by the look on your face, into your eye, that is going to be something very, very special.
Do you know something?
I don't know what it is, but I can tell.
Amazing.
I can tell by Jodie's face. So it is a good idea. It is good advice. It really is, to get stocked up now. If you do want to go for this set of 3, $24.97. Look at the saving. £26. That's the saving that you could put to one side if you wish, and then you can place an order when the extra special dies come out. I'm not saying the dies, I don't know what they are.
Honestly, the guys are working on them now, and they are absolutely beautiful.
Oh, you'll have to tell me after the show.
Oh,
maybe. Right, okay. We're going to move on, because we've got some great embossing folders for you now. And 595085, that's your item number. Saving £38. That's astonishing. $24.97 today if you want to get hold of these. And there are 3 in the range, but I'm seeing a die in there as well.
You are. You're seeing 2 dies in each packet, and also an embossing folder. So your embossing folder is a 6x6 embossing folder with a die die that actually cushions into that embossing folder. Ooh. So you've got that beautiful detail on there, so you can use them as trifolds, you can use them as headers, you can use them as side panels, you can just use the embossing folder on its own. There's multiple ways of using these dies. They really are a pretty die set.
Yeah, they really are. Now this one in particular.
Yeah, do you have your mermaids?
Yes, yes. If you've got mermaids, this would work perfectly. If you were watching the Pink Ink show earlier on and you've gone for the mermaid stamp, that will look perfect on there. It would, wouldn't it?
It would.
And then with the dies as well, you can use them in conjunction with, let me just turn that around, in conjunction with your cards, or you can use them separately, I guess.
You can, so that one is literally cut into the cardstock, and where the holes are for the emboss, we've just drawn around with a fine liner. But you can see here how you can get the double imagery on here. So this has been die cut, then it's been put through the embossing folder. So all the detail of the emboss has gone onto the little hearts.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so you can get a double aspect with these as well. Let me bring one board in, and I shall show you that double aspect emboss. Okay, so
good idea.
Right, Jimmy, are you ready, matey Jim?
Go on.
So we have got on the embossing folder, we have got the negative and the positive. Can you see that? So that's the negative and the positive. This one here is the embossing folder put back over the die cut. Yeah, so the die cut has cut around all these little hearts to give you the detail. And then if I flop my board open, because it's a bit big, yeah, if you come in and look quite closely at these, this one has been put straight over the top of the embossing folder, so you can see the detail behind the die cut. And then if you flip your embossing folder over, it fits perfectly into the cut. Yeah, so there's so many different ways that you can use these embossing folders, letterpress ways.
Yes, brilliant.
Yeah, they are beautiful.
What a lovely idea. So in this particular kit, you can see you get your embossing folder, and that's the die that goes over the top. I see how they work now. That's genius. I love it.
They're very clever.
Saving £38, £24.97 for all three, not
all
each.
Three.
For all three.
Yeah.
So take advantage of the great deals that we've got for you. If you want to get hold of that, it is 595085. Is this going to fall forward? Probably. There you are. I'll leave it like that.
Oh, you clever girl.
What have I just broke?
It's not. It's one of the pins. Don't worry. It's a
that just came off. That's my fault. Whoopsies.
Don't worry.
Right, let's move on. We've got more for you. I promise we're going to get some demonstrations from Jodie, but we'd like to take you down here because, let's face it, we've got some great prices on these.
We've got some amazing prices. So these are your silhouette dies, okay? So in there you have got Falling in Love, The Honeymoon and The Baby.
Now 60% of the stock has gone. You can see their lovely dies. Let me place that down there so you can see that. A really, really nice look with the love heart in there and the two lovers and the rose and the leaves. Oh, thorns. You could make them thorns if it's a divorce card. Who knows? At £14.90. Just saying, £14.97 if you want to go for these. 5 dies in total, and you'll see they're just turning these around. Love that tropical sunset on.
That tropical sunset is absolutely amazing. As soon as you start to use your aquaflows, it gives you that sense of depth on there. So use it as a traditional silhouette in black, and then put your aquaflow backgrounds behind them, and you start to get those tropical sunsets going on, you know, the shadows in the water. You've then got your baby cards, so maybe you've got twins. So we've got no detail on there, we've just used the outside edge, but then the lovers together entwined underneath the umbrella.
Oh, and then when the lovers have entwined underneath the umbrella, you might need to make one of these. You never know, in blue or pink or any other colour. But that is also a fabulous die. You can see there you've got the details. If you do want to get, this is for all three, by the way. You're saving over 60%. £14.97, part of the Cyber 6 deals that we've got. A great event running over 6 days. So you've got 40 minutes and 48 seconds left to get your one-day special at that price. But you also need to get... Oh, excuse me. Where that came from.
So we've got our fair dames.
Thank you.
So in the fair dames, you've got a collection of 3 die sets. You've got Harriet, you've got Anastasia, and you've also got Emma. Now these are very, you know, Downton Abbey sort of crinoline dress sort of.
They're very nice.
They are. They're the ones that you think, I really wish I could wear those, and then you think, no, we trust up to it. But whatever.
Now look at that lady. She's sitting on a bench.
Take it easy.
Which one is? Oh, take it easy.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you have got possibilities with all these dies. So looking at this die here, we've got the beautiful lady. We can chop her out, double aspect the frame. So we've got a frame or the lady on her own. So that's elegance. We've then got style. You know, she's just sat there taking it easy underneath the Eiffel Tower on that really cold garden bench, needing a cushion and a dog blanket.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Bless her.
Paints such a rosy picture, don't it? You've then got Grace as well, so start to decoupage her up, bring her dress to life, and you can really get some good depth on these dies. Paper pierce them, and they look completely different on the different mediums that you're using. So just very, very flat. And then that one.
Oh, that's nice.
You've got that beautiful depth on there. Really, really pretty.
Now you're saving £26. These are £12.97 for all 3. So if you want to go for Harriet, Anastasia and Emma all together, £12.97. 834498 is your item number. Right, we've got one final item to show you. Of course, there's more on the web, but let's just run through this, and then I promise we'll get to the demonstration area with Jodie. Yes,
absolutely.
These are an absolute bargain.
Just look at the sale price of these. You're saving £43.46.
Wow.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
That is
You're saving more than what you're spending.
Now, these are Rococo dies, and you also get the embossing folder as well. There's 12 in total. That is an incredible saving of 60% if you want to go for these. And just to show you some samples quickly, just so you can see how lovely these look, how funky.
We've done musical instruments before, but these are more of your classics.
Yes.
You know, your violins, your acoustic guitars, your gramophones, your glockenspiel. You know, all those old, I would class them as old instruments.
Yes, yeah, classics, classics, absolute classics. Now, if you think these are going to be for you, you want to pop these into your basket. £28.97 for all of those dies. It's an incredible value for money, saving £43.46. Can't believe that.
It's brilliant.
It really is. OK, we're going to take a look at the website, then we're going to head over and see Jodie and have some demonstrations. You can see with the website, 5-star review after 5-star review after 5-star review after 5-star review after 5-star review. It's brilliant. If you do want to go for anything, just click on it, pop it into your basket. If your basket comes to £60 or more, you will qualify for a flexi order, which means we'll split the cost into 2 for you if you want to. But go and have a look around. This is the time to get yourself all of those bargains. Get stocked up, whether it's for Christmas, Christmas gifts, or whether it's for yourself. But it's going to give you a chance now to get those dies that perhaps were just out of your reach before, but are now fully in your reach, because we've got some great deals on there for you. Right, Jodie, as promised, what are we going to take a look at?
Look at the size of this die. It literally does fill the whole length of your A4 plate. Now this is your base of your card. It's going to do everything that you need it to do. It's going to cut the shape, it's going to emboss the lines, it's going to do everything. So let's run that all the way through, and what you're going to get is a beautiful card blank. So let's just take that away, and you can see there that you've got all your score lines all in there, perfectly embossed.
That was really quick, wasn't it?
It's easy, isn't it? Yeah. So all we're going to do now is we're going to follow this through. So as soon as I press that one, the other one says, I need to go down. And then the other one says, I need to go up. So can you see how it's following itself?
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
So now...
How easy was that?
You have got your size sepper.
It's so easy. It's laughable, isn't it?
I know.
It is. That is, even I could put that together.
Yep, easy peasy. So we're going to cut ourselves some matte layers. So I've got the brown one there. I've got the cream one there. So let's just run that through as well. So remember, you've got 2 sets of matching layers in here, so you don't have to really use a really thick card for your base, because if you put 3 tiers of card on, you're building the weight up with all the different ones. So you could use a really cheap, nasty card. So we've got one of the outside edges, and you'll see that on the outside edges we've got all those little perforations going all the way around the edge. They're not just straight cut, they've all got detail.
Are they all the way through?
Yeah.
Could you stitch
Yes,
those if
yes,
you wanted
of course
to?
you can.
That'd be it'd be a little bit of a project to do, but it would look nice if you were to stitch through those.
It would.
Like that.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the detail into the cream one. Okay. So let's take the cream one. Have we just cut the wrong one?
I don't know.
Yeah, we have.
Have you?
Yep, we've cut the wrong one.
Oh, just slightly different in shape.
Yeah.
That's the one you want to cut.
That's the one I want to cut. So let's do it different.
Okay.
Let's do it the other way around. Let's cut the detail into that one.
Perfect.
It'll just be different.
Yes.
Yeah, just be a bit different. So let's run that.
And you can use
Right
these
through.
with most, if not all, your die cutting machines at home. We're just using the, is it Tony Tonic Tangerine?
This is Tommy.
Tommy, that's it. Sorry, it's Tommy Tangerine.
Tommy.
That was awkward.
Oh, that was my old boyfriend. This is new.
Good job they sound the same, Tony, Tommy.
Yeah, you can just pass it off, can't you? Get your ears washed out. So now we've got all that detail in there. Really, really pretty, fine detail. Very deco, if I do say so.
Yeah, very Art Deco.
So let's start to put this together. So card base, and then we've got our backgrounds. So this is going to be the first tier.
Can't believe the price on this one-day special. It's such good value for money. And being able to buy this on 2 payments as well makes it affordable, but the stock now is flying out the door. This is your final call. After this hour, at the top of the hour in fact, the price will go back up again to that usual price. So you're saving £20 throughout the one-day special, 2 payments of $34.49.
Right, so what we are going to do, we're not going to put the bottom ones on because I cut one the wrong colour. So let's not make ourselves look a total fool and have a mismatched bottom. Let's just put the top ones on. So, it'll just be a little different.
Why not?
So let's add that one into that side as well. Oh, you got any little boys that like to play cowboy and Indian?
Do you know what I did? I thought that looked like a pistol, but I didn't like to say. But anyway, if you want a duel,
you could really make a cowboy and western card.
Yeah, you could, and they could like be hanging down like that.
Yeah, it'd look brilliant. So let's place that one onto there. Let's just bring that into situ. So we're not going to use those 2. You then got your little toppers. So you've got your base plate, you've got your mat, and you've got your detail.
So many dies included, isn't there, Jodie?
It literally is a card in a packet. There's everything that you need in there, from decoration to mat and layers to sentiments. There's everything.
59 dies in total in that one-day special. 59 dies that you can use independently, most of them, but of course bring them together and make those fantastic boxes, that explosion of butterflies coming out, and look in wonderment as somebody opens that up for the first time. And you also have the tuxedo staggered stepper as well. So easy, so simple to put together, and then decorate it with your favourite cards and your inks and your paints. They're going to look fabulous.
So you've even got the little panel that decorates down the side of your front as well, so it's partly decorated. But then we have got every single panel has a corresponding die as well. So you can mat and layer these, you could put photographs in them with no problem, but every one, so these ones now are just detail. So let's have some glue on the hand. So these now are just detail ones, so we've put no backing paper on those, so the colour of the previous card blank is going to come through as well. So just adding those into these. And then this one, just literally straight down, placing them in situ, and you have got a really, really pretty card. And they change depending on what colour. You could do this exactly the same in a different colourway and it'd have a completely different feel.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah?
I'm just trying to see if we've got one because it's all so different each and every time, all the samples that we've got.
They are. So just adding that one down the bottom. And then we've taken a couple of the butterflies from the other set, and we're just going to place these on now.
And this is the beauty about buying a one-day special, because you're getting both sets included and you're getting the flowers as well. You can mix and match and do exactly what Jodie's doing here.
So now, when we lift that up, you have got your beautiful little card. Isn't that gorgeous?
That really is. And just to reiterate what you were saying, Jodie, I'll bring this one in front. You can use something very, very similar, but then it looks completely different.
Yeah, and why does that one look different?
Why does that one look different?
Forget the colour. Why does that one look different?
It looks different because
this one is an innie.
It's an innie.
Mine's an outie.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
I didn't see that.
Look at the sentiment. The sentiment is behind.
Yes.
Where this is at the front. So all we've done is fold it in another way.
Just fold it differently, and it's easy to do. Love that. In the tuxedo, not the tuxedo, that's tuxedo.
No, that's the tuxedo. This is the stepper.
Stepper, that's right. You know, with the butterflies coming out the box, look at this, just half a card. But it's a full card. I like that.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I'll show you that side, would be better.
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely? What a great idea, and that's what I love about the versatility.
There's plenty of ways to play with these. There really is.
Yeah, there really is. Let's take a look at some inspiration for your one-day special. Well, you can do so much. This is your one-day special, but it really is your 59 die special. See what I did there? You've got until 6 o'clock tonight when we launch a brand new one-day special to get hold of this at this fabulous price. 2 payments of £32.49. We'll take your P&P on your first payment. We'll take the next payment next month. We'll sort all that out, but what we will do is send these out all together for you. Yes, you're getting all of this, included 59 dies in total. You can use these as a project each, or you can mix and match your dies, or you could use elements of the projects to make and create certain cards. And by that I mean, if I go to one of the boards here just to show you, within your sets you get all the dies to make your card, so it's going to be very easy for you to do so. Then you've got all the panels as well that you can use on their own or in conjunction with the cards. Beautiful detail. You can have a lot of fun inking those up. And then look at all of these as well, all of the frames that you're getting, all the sentiments in there, sent with love, let's celebrate you, best wishes. You can use these separate. You can use these as tags. You can use these in your memory books. You can use these in your scrapbooking. You can use these as a centre of a card if you want to. But of course they're intended and work beautifully with the dies that you're getting in your one-day special. It is incredible value for money, but you're not just getting the 2 projects there, you're also getting your flower dies as well that you can use, and you can layer these up, you can manipulate these, and you can pop these onto other projects as well. It's such great value for money. Flexi-buy, saving £20 as well. But you've only got 26 minutes to get hold of this to make and create the most amazing cards. And Jodie's going to give us some more demonstrations of what you can do when you get your one-day special home. Let's have a look at the website. Let's have a look at all the other items that are on there as well that you might want to add into your basket. because this is on a flexi buy, this is going to give you a chance to add more to your basket, so it becomes a complete flexi order for you. We've got those kaleidoscope boxes proving to be very popular. That price has been slashed. It's now £24.98. We've also got the lids, which again Jodie suggested you can use as nesting dies as well. Jodie really is the queen of dies, and I say that with the utmost respect, because Jodie will take a die and she will do so many things with it and come up with so much inspiration. It really...
Sorry, I couldn't resist that.
Throw it. Yeah. Yes, but you do, and that's what's fascinating about doing shows with you. You'll get the concept, but then you just take it completely in a different direction.
And that's what we're going to do now.
Yeah.
So this is your tuxedo, okay? Now the easiest point to stick it down is here, okay? If you stick it either here, then your tape hangs over, and the same goes for down the side, because you do need to tape this baby, because look at the size of it. That is a traditional A4 piece of green cardstock.
Yes.
There's not much left.
No, there's not.
Yeah. So let's run this through the machine. Now this is going to give us a card blank with butterflies. I don't want butterflies.
No?
Nope. We're going to hack the butterflies off.
What do you want, Jodie?
I just want a plain top.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to do a little boy's card.
Oh.
So if you then just pull that middle section, you can see you've got no problem with anything coming away.
That's brilliant.
So let's just take away these little butterfly bits and pieces, okay, and then you'll be able to see the detail. I don't actually want them, but I'll just show you how beautiful they are. Now on there you can see you've actually got emboss on the leaves as well.
Yeah.
Now this goes against everything as a die cutter you think.
Go on.
Okay, because we have a professional and a wrong side when we're die cutting.
Okay.
So this is the professional side, because the paper is curved over. That is the wrong side because it looks quite sharp.
Yes.
Now what we normally do as a crafter, we work on that side.
Mm-hmm.
In this instance you have to go against yourself, because you're going to fold these back there, so they are now at the front.
Okay.
So then when you bend these in, what was the back now becomes the front.
Right, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're working sort of opposite to what you would normally work. You've also got the glue tab, which goes all the way down that side there. Now I highly recommend that you glue the glue tab on the outside edge, because you don't see it on the inside. So, as I promised...
Sorry, I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat. I have to share this with you, Jodie, and everyone at home.
What?
But all the way through for the past 37 minutes, there's a squeaky chair in the gallery. Have you been hearing that? Well, I hope it's a squeaky chair. Yes. Yes, there's something squeaking, but it's quite funny.
I know there's a lot of feedback.
It's not the feedback. It's like a noise.
Oh no, I can't hear that.
So sorry about that. I just wanted to share, just in case you're thinking she's grinning like a Cheshire cat again.
I can hear a lot of static.
Can you?
Yeah. So let's place those butterflies.
Could you use the butterflies again?
Of course you can. Yeah. You can put your butterflies wherever you want to put your little butterflies. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But now we have got a card blank.
Okay.
And so far, that is what we've got. Okay. So it was as if, and I got this out before I knew it was Janice.
Oh. Oh.
So we need to make our panels now.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. So you've got a right and a left-handed panel.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're
Get more blue in.
So we're going to place those on there, and I'm sticking them down so they don't move. Okay. There's no way are those babies moving.
Where did you get that paper
I've
from?
got no idea.
That's fabulous.
I've literally raided my cupboard of nonsense.
Have you?
To pull different things together.
They're like Sabutio, aren't they?
They are. They are. So you want more blue. So let's take that to the edge there.
And the other game was Score Run.
I think I've still got some Sabutio up in my loft.
Have you?
Yeah. So let's cut this out, and this is going to give me my panels. Oh, hold on, let me put my handle back on. Yeah, come on, baby. And I take his handle off in the car.
Poor Tommy.
Yeah, I know. I take his handle off in the car because then it fits in a certain space. Space is a premium.
It is.
So let's run that all the way through, and then you are going to have all your panels for your card. So 2 panels, 3 panels, and 4. So they're my 4 panels. Okay. Now in your collection you have got this little die, and this little die is very, very important.
Why is that?
Because it's going to give us the section to stick our dangly wanglies on. Yeah?
Fair enough.
Yeah. So we've got
Fair enough. Your dangly
wanglies, I don't know.
Dangly
The
wanglies.
dangly ones. Yeah?
Yeah.
You should have seen our loose face then.
Your dangly wangly.
So we're going to place these on here, and we're going to cut those out. Okay, so here we go. We've got 2. Now in here they've got a little slit. We've also got 2 little score lines at the edge as well, and they're going to go together as a cross. So you're literally going to take one, place it inside the other, and just pull it through. It's just a case of getting one locked over the other, and it's going to give you your little one like that. So fold it flat, okay, and then bend the glue tabs back on themselves.
Okay.
So it's starting to look a little bit like that. Take some high-tack tape.
Were the tags already creased? So
You know the die,
they're going to be the exact size.
Yeah, the die does all that creasing
Great.
for you. So let's just find the end of the tape.
It does take out all the guesswork for you.
It does.
Doesn't it?
There's no guesswork. It literally just go for it. You can't go wrong apart from if you're cutting patterned paper. Just make sure that you've got a right and a left-handed die on there, because if you cut 2 left hands you can't flip the paper over because it's only pattern on one side.
Got you.
Yeah,
Good tip.
did learn that one by mistake. So let's have a little bit more tape, and we're just going to place a little bit more onto there, and now that's our bracket ready to roll.
Okay.
So taking our card, let's get our glue down that glue tab. So all the way down. So let's place that there. And let's now go ahead and decorate our box.
Okay.
Okay, so right and left hand side panel.
Perfect.
A little bit of adhesive. So that's going to go onto there.
See all the different ways you can use your one day special when you get it home. I love that.
What I like about them is you can make them so different. Now, when you've got to this stage, normally you would just carry on what you're matting and layering.
Yes.
And then it'd be wrong. Because they are the insides. So flip it over. And then put your panels on the inside. Just level that one out. And then place that one onto there. And this is where this bracket now comes into play.
Okay.
Take the backing off one side of those tabs. Now where the centre point is on this, you can see clearly with this one, because it's in pattern paper, you can see the centre line.
Yeah.
You're going to place it on the centre line of your card blank. So centre line to centre line and stick it down.
Okay.
Then take the backs
Oh, I thought this was going to be a
those
stand.
Ones. And then that closes over there. Take your tape off of there. That one then folds over the top of that one. And you've now got...
Isn't that clever?
The inside to put your dingly-danglies on. It's your glue point for your dingly-danglies.
Oh, do you know, I thought it'd be a good idea to put pens in there, like
well,
a pen case,
if you put
a pen stand.
If you put a bottom on, so you need a 7 centimetre square to go onto the bottom.
Paintbrushes in there or something.
But then we are going to decorate with...
Oh, your dingly-danglies.
Your dingly-danglies.
Like your dingly-danglies with your dingly-dangly butterflies.
Yes.
Get you now.
You got me.
I got you.
So, where every one of those so far I would class as being pretty,
yeah.
The one that we're doing is for a little boy.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
So versatile then.
So I'm now going to go in. I'm sorry, I have to do this way round, guys, so I can...
And they will fold flat. I'll have those back to our lovely
So that is one football shirt. And that's what you stick your little bits onto. And then I've got another little shirt, and I've just put a piece of acetate on the back there with 2 little arms.
These would be nice in the middle of a table for a party or something, wouldn't they, Jodie?
They would, yeah.
Either a wedding or an anniversary or a little boy, little girl's birthday party. How lovely.
So I'm going to close that up now, and I'm going to put my centre point on my crease line. So that is going, when it opens up, that is going to pop up with it. And then another one with some little bits of tape on. I'm going to fold it flat, so let's just put that shirt inside a minute. I'm going to slide that in, centralise the goal, press it down, and you've now got...
Love that.
Your little boys' cards, your little girls' cards, from being pretty with flowers and butterflies and everything else, you can make them into your kids' cards as well, beautifully.
Save that for March the 23rd next year.
Yeah.
Yes. That is fabulous.
I'll remember that one.
Yes, I think you will. We've got the same birthday.
We do.
Yeah, but we're not the same age, are we? You're not younger than me.
I'm 44.
You're younger than me. Right, I love that. You can see how versatile your one-day special is. It's great value for money. Let's take a look at some more inspiration. So versatile, so versatile. It's now a lovely card that Jodie made there. If you want to go for your one-day special, pop it into your basket, check out, don't miss out. The price is going back up. You see that clock just there? You've got 12 minutes and 7 seconds left until the price goes up. We launch a brand new one-day special at 6 o'clock tonight. So if you do want to get hold of this, you can buy it on Flexi by £34.49, 59 dies in total. Now, the beauty of using these is the fact that you can make lots of different cards. For example, here's a beautiful card, themed in the gold and the black. But then here it is in a completely different style. So you can make and create. And again, this is using your other die that's coming in your set. So you can have butterflies coming out of there. You can have your steampunk image. And let me bring the butterflies up, and there you go. So you've got your butterflies in there, you've got your steampunk, or you could go for that little boy's soccer card football card just there. So you can see the difference that you will make to your creations. Popping that down there, let's pick up some more of the stepper cards, and that is beautiful. And with the stepper cards, you can have it so the sentiment comes out, or you can have it so the sentiment is actually fallen back into the card. You can have these as masculine or as feminine as you like. You can have them for weddings, anniversaries, and again, each and every time they're going to be so lovely. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? From any direction that you place these in, that is beautiful. And of course they will just fold flat, and then they can be placed into the post when they get them home. Just step on out and see all the gorgeous images. I think that's my favourite. I love that colourway. I think that's really, really nice. Something completely different colourway again, making the card look different, but equally as beautiful. 59 dies in total you're getting with your one-day special. And again, another one there with a bit of glitter on and different designs. That could be a nice Christmas card, actually. Sent with love at Christmas time. 192436 is your item number if you do want to go for all 3 sets of dies. Remember, you're also getting the flowers as well. And the flowers you can see just on the top here, coming out of that fantastic box. It really, really is. 192436 is your item number, but you've only got just under 10 minutes to get hold of it before the price goes up. Now let's take a look at another die set that's proven to be very, very popular. You've got Anastasia there, you've got Emma, and you've got Harriet. Yes, elegance, style and grace, proving to be very popular. Saving over 60%. You're saving £26, £12.97. In fact, those 3 lovely ladies there could be myself, the lovely Jodie, and Lou with us, who's in the studio getting ready for a show tomorrow.
She's doing her star jumps, warming up.
That could be you, Jodie, your elegance.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's move on to the next one. Another picture. So we've got elegance. Style.
That's Lou.
That's Lou.
It is.
That is
absolutely.
Lou.
I can see her lazy on a
And
couch
that's
like
me,
that.
looking at both of you two, running off, having fun, leaving me on my own. £12.97. It's a great deal, it really is. And you're getting all 3, so you don't have to choose. You're getting all 3 for that price. Right, Jodie, we're back with you now.
Right, so we're running through the main die of the stepper, okay? So all the way through, and we've got the base concept of our card. Now, before we go any further, we are going to add some little panels into there. So we have got this lovely one here. So we're going to die cut that into there. We've got the other ones. So we're going to die cut that one into there. So all the way through. So this is going to be detail in the card blank, not necessarily a cut detail that we met on there.
Now, I know you're very skilled and you've been crafting for a very long time, but these do look easy to put together, Jodie. Would you say that? If someone's never made a stepper card before, how easy is it?
It is so easy. I mean, yes, I made some mistakes on the last show. Yes, I made an absolute hash of the box, but...
Did you?
I'm a crafter like everybody else. Oh, I did. Made a right mess of it.
Did you?
But hey, we all make a mess, don't we? So
it's always good.
Yeah, they are so easy to do. And what I like about them is, like you saw with that football card, all the other ones have all been pretty, girly, you know, very delicate in design, where that little boy one is football.
Yeah.
So you've gone from really one aspect to the other with no problem at all.
Yeah, completely different. I like both.
Yeah?
They're lovely.
They're good, aren't they?
Yeah. That one's gorgeous using those flowers. It looks very contemporary. But again, both will fold up flat, so you can send these through the post if you want to. That folds there. And that folds down. There you go.
So we're whizzing through this. So what we're going to have here are our decorative panels. So everything's just falling over.
I love it when you get on your tummy. Everything falls over, doesn't it?
It does. So let's take out our beautiful panels. I'll put that one over there so we don't lose it. Our details.
And just the way you put, you're just taking those dies off and the full details there. There's not a lot of effort to get everything out.
Oh no, there's no effort. Honestly, it is so easy. So all the adhesive on there. Place that one over the top of there and just give it a squidge down. And then this one as well. All the way around. Oh, we're speed crafting.
Yes, we've only got just under 6 minutes left of the show, which means you've also got just under 6 minutes to get hold of your one-day special, and so many of you are. Please do check out your baskets. Make sure you get hold of these. You can watch the shows again on repeat on the website, so you can see all the different projects that Jodie's put together throughout the shows, throughout the one-day special, and then you'll be able to follow them when you get these home.
So now we have got, let's just give him a little extra help. We've now got that stepper element. We're going to stick our back panel on.
Do you have a favourite, Jodie, out of the one-day special?
I like this one.
Yeah.
I do like this one. I think what did it for me was that gold one.
Yes.
That really blinged one to the inch of its life. I thought was absolutely stunning.
That one there.
Yeah. It's nice to have a lot of bling if we're sending, you know, an anniversary card or something like that, isn't it? It's really, really good.
It would cost a fortune to buy something like this, especially if it's handcrafted, handmade. And of course, with you handcrafting and handmaking these, you can then sell them if you wish. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, with that being an anniversary card as well, you could actually take a die, the inside edge of this die, cut a picture of the bride and groom out, and put a picture of the original bride and groom on the anniversary card.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So we literally are motoring. Not all stuck on. You'll stick it all on absolutely perfectly. But you can see exactly where we're going. Some of the detail cut in, some of the detail matted and layered, which is going to give you another twist. We've got a little bit of flower design coming out of the... And these are the tatty roses that are in your kaleidoscope box that we looked at earlier. Just, oh, that was hot. And then that one.
Now, Jodie's put this together in no time at all, but this is a luxurious card that looks like you've spent at least half an hour putting that together. You see how easy this is going to be for you. That is stunning. It's lovely,
beautiful.
Jodie.
They really are.
Yeah. This is your last chance, though, to get hold of your one-day special. That price going back up at the top of the hour. Jodie, thank you so much.
It's been my pleasure.
It's always good fun to do shows with you, and always inspirational as well. When you back?
I shall see you on Tuesday for the Tonic magazine.
Oh, I can't wait for that. And you need to tell me about what's coming up soon with the kaleidoscopes as well. It's always exciting when we have Tonic shows. Please do check out your baskets. Make sure you take advantage of that saving before the hour, before we start and launch our brand new one-day special. Stay where you are. Thank you so much, Judy. Jodie, not Judy. I almost got through the whole hour without calling you Judy. Right. Threaders Cyber one-day special is coming up next. Craft price drop after that, where anything can happen. And then we're back to Threaders a little later on.
Seams is the go-to hand cream for those looking to help maintain soft, beautiful hands. Luxurious yet incredibly lightweight, this soothing hand cream leaves your skin feeling silky smooth without leaving a greasy residue, making it perfect for crafters or any other busy hands that are on the go. To stock up, check out Hochanda.com.
Hi, my name is Paul Antonio. I trained as a calligrapher, gilder and heraldic artist at Reigate School of Art and Design. So the Glimmer hot foil plates, most of which are calligraphic, can be used in tandem with a range of stamps that I've designed, as well as some of the embossing and cutting dies that I'm working on. And these can all be used together or separately. I've designed them to help you produce beautiful work not just on its own, but so that you can also put your own handwriting coupled with that work. So those cards that you produce for your friends, for your families, would have your own touch to it, not just mine. And make sure you don't miss me showing you how to use the Spellbinders products in my particular way on Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Catherine Sturrock and I bring to Hochanda my company Character Crafts. Character Crafts brings to you our laser cut designs. Each design is designed by myself. We cut them on the laser machines here in Doncaster and bring the products to you at home. Character Crafts is suitable for all ages and all abilities, so I hope that I can inspire you and help you along with your crafting. I like to show you how to use different paint techniques and different techniques to bring the characters alive and use various mediums to decorate. And I also use air dry clay for decorating with the flowers. So make sure you look out for the Character Craft shows on Hochanda. I hope to see you soon.
Well, the Gemini and the Die is brought to us by Crafter's Companion, but really it's Quilter's Companion, you know? It's
actually.
Hand in hand. If you're a quilter, these will be by your side, guiding you, inspiring you, saving you time and energy and measuring.
Yes.
And rotary blading and cutting and all sorts.
It's the time bit that we love to save because, you know, if we're stitchers, and I'm sure everybody watching are stitchers, you know what, it's the stitching we want to get to. I don't necessarily want to do loads and loads of cutting. These are incredible, absolutely incredible. They're going to totally change the way that you make your patchwork. If you've never done patchwork before and you've really aspired to do patchwork, oh my word, this is the way to go. They come in the most beautiful storage container. They're little drawers that pop out. Each drawer has its own what I call a road map, so each one you know where the die is going to be, what size it is, and then of course you've got the instruction booklet as well, which is full of patchwork pieces, patchwork blocks that you can make in lots of different sizes, Matt, actually.
For example, it'll tell you exactly what you need as well.
It's a bit like a recipe. So if you look at the recipe here, it says a 12-inch, I think it says a 9-inch, 6-inch, a 4-inch. So it gives you lots of different sizes. So how fantastic is that? You don't even have to think about that. You can do your other interpretations of any of these dies and these blocks, and of course you can choose some fabrics to go talking about fabric. This is all part of the deal today, isn't it? Where you're getting the 6 metres of fabric.
You are getting, but you're not paying for.
I know, I still can't believe that. And I absolutely love these fabrics.
So nice. They're so new, but they're very new, aren't they?
They are very new. They're this year's collection of our fabrics. And of course, straight away, you're going to get the builder block. You're good to go because you've got the fabric. You just need a bit of thread. If you haven't got a sewing machine, you could hand stitch these if you want to. I mean, they're just the perfect twinning, if you like.
It is.
It is. Yeah,
I mean,
good
you've
to
got
go.
so much inspiration as well because you know,
right from the get-go.
with the 20 inspiring patterns that are already included there, that's not it, is it?
No.
The 20 that we've got in there.
You've got 60 downloads.
Yeah.
60. So and it's amazing because what it means is you're going to start. And that's a good point, which I've just remembered. And I know you didn't know what I was going to say, but the first block that in the book is perhaps the easiest.
Okay.
So it's the least amount of cutting, and then as you go through to number 20, and they're all in different languages in this book as well, which is really very useful. But as you go through the book, the leaflet, there's more and more cutting. Now nothing is difficult because it shows you exactly how to put the blocks together. So you make this little block up, then that one, then that one, then that one, then you join them together, and that's how you make the block. So even that tells you exactly how to put them together, which is fabulous. So the only difficulty may be choosing your fabrics and how many times you're going to put it through the Gemini or your die cutting machine, which is probably going to take you all of about 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. And all of the rest of that time is the creativity, the fun of it, and working with it. The fabrics are lovely that we're getting as well.
They are beautiful.
Brand new, bang up to date 2018 Winter Wonderland.
The great thing is you're getting that pink frost in there, which is the plain. It's absolutely fabulous because, of course, that breaks it down. With patchwork and quilting, that breaks it down when you've got a plain. It's absolutely perfect. And, of course, you can fussy cut these as well with the dies. You can actually fussy cut into those designs. So if you wanted Dasher there, for instance, so you're holding, he could be the centre of a piece that you're going to cut out. So the world is your oyster. You're going to have the most amazing time. I have seen hundreds and hundreds of blocks that ladies have made using this system all over the world. Let me just say as well. It's absolutely taken everywhere by storm. It was the first time ever in the UK that we showed this. Nobody else saw it until we showed our lovely ladies here. And we've brought it back today with an even better deal because we've got the fabric, which is amazing.
The fabric is included, saying you're not paying for the fabric.
No.
It's absolutely incredible. You'll see the fabric separately on the show. And you'll see it's £11.99 a metre. So when you multiply that up, you're getting 6 metres. So you're getting a saving of over £72 there, £72.22. And you can also spread the cost. 3 payments of £33.24 to get hold of your one-day special today. Love this. And now that we see how easy it would have been to do the cutting,
so easy.
That's how you've got these sharp, beautiful corners and points.
Well, that's the thing, you see, because we can't even cut the dog ears off for you as well, which means that you've automatically got your 1/4 inch seam allowance. It shows you, well, as we go through the day. Oh, thank you for that.
Of thread on
I think
there,
it's a bit of something peculiar.
It's a bit of colour coded.
So obviously, a lot of the samples that we have here in the studio today haven't been made with these fabrics because we haven't had that combination before.
Yeah, we're lucky to have it.
So we're going to show you things that have been made. This has been made by Tracy. That was the first ever quilt made with this system. Such a long time ago because it needed to be tested. You could make something as simple as this, a lovely little, it's like a little sort of laptop case where it's just made with just the squares. So you don't even have to do anything really complicated. It can be as simple as you want it to be, Matt. So here we go. And this one as well. The colours, you're going to absolutely have a ball. I mean, you'll get the colours of the Winter Wonderland in time for Christmas. So you could make a wall hanging. You could make a table runner for your Christmas table if you wish. You could perhaps use some of this sort of inspiration for a cushion to give as a gift. If you've got craft stalls coming up over the next 4 or 5 weeks, this would be the perfect thing to have on your craft stall. And to be honest, you could make a block in less than half an hour, really. The stitching involved is minimal.
I mean, Lizzie, we're looking at really professional results here.
Oh, for sure.
So even from the get-go, as a beginner or somebody getting into it, if you are a sewer that you want to get back into it, maybe from 10 or 20 years just away from, you know, other responsibilities, etc. You want to get back into something you did
This is great.
years ago. This is a great way of starting again and rebooting. I mean, there are so many lessons here, things I've learned over the last 3 years at Hochanda, that are distilled down into this bundle here.
Yes.
You know, things that it's taken me 3 years to learn.
Oh, for sure.
You've got it all here.
And of course, you know, some lovely ladies have gone through the sort of City and Guilds route, and that's absolutely fantastic. That's what you've done. So look, that's not even a 12-inch square, so you could make them as small or as big as you wish. Add on to them as well, so you can use different dies in the system to actually build on that block as well to make it even bigger. It's so easy
really
to do.
I think the extra lesson here is don't use the 90-degree wash as well, because that's what happens to your quilt. But 10% of the stock already gone after just 9 minutes. 9 minutes. So congratulations on getting a hold of it. Do you know, that must mean with such a... because that's a huge stock that we had, so 10% already gone. That must mean a lot of people were tuning in, especially for the launch just here. Thank you very much for your time today.
So you're going to have to be my washing line, Matt.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll just show a few of the samples here that have been made up as blocks.
Look at all these.
And think about the colours you could use as well, maybe with the Winter Wonderland that you're getting as a bonus, if you like, with this set of dies. You've got some planes in your collection that you could actually add to this to enhance it even more. We've got this fabric on a deal today as well. So again, last one, so you get some idea of what you can make.
You see, because we know the creativity behind it, we know these are possible because we know how they've been done. If we showed you those right at the beginning of the show and said, "Oh, look at these," you know, now we know.
Go make them.
Yeah, you might have thought, oh, can I? But we know we can. It's available on a flexi buy. Spread the cost. It's $33.24 3 times over the next 3 months, and you'll get your builder block patchwork system, brand new, launched this year. I mean, we are getting something that has been so hot and hard to get hold of.
Yes, it has, actually.
A few months ago, people wanted to buy this and they couldn't.
It wasn't available.
Unavailable.
That's true.
So seriously, it's not only is it on such an amazing deal, but you're not paying for all of your fabric that you've got with it as well. $11.99 a metre, and you're getting 6 metres worth, and that would total $72.22 with your saving. And that was the original builder block system.
Yes.
So take a deep breath, have a full stop, because that was the original builder block system. Several weeks, a couple of months after the initial
launch. I think it was 2 or 3 months, wasn't it? I can't remember the exact dates
now.
now. But it was a little while before we got the Builder Block Plus in, and people were so anticipating it coming. And so we've got, again, 3 sets of drawers there in the beautiful little cabinet that brings the dies in there. 14 dies in total in this particular set of dies. And, of course, you've got the different shapes now to complement the Builder Block, although they work perfectly well on their own. So you've got the isosceles triangle there, you've got the half rectangle triangle, and you've got the rectangle as well.
Okay, there's the half rectangle, so they're all named and they look beautiful the way they're packaged.
I love them. I love how they've packaged. Again, you're going to get like a road map which will tell you exactly which die is which and what size it is, so you can choose the right die. Again, you're getting the instruction booklet that has the 20 designs in again to give you that start, to give you that inspiration. And the same rules apply, if you could ever apply rules to this, that number 1 is probably the least amount of cutting, and then you go right up to 20 where there's lots of different cuts. But quite honestly, you're putting your fabric through your die cutting machine. You are not getting your rotary cutter out, you are not getting your ruler out, you're not getting your self-healing mat. You're just popping it through your die cutting machine. The machine's going to cut it absolutely beautifully for you, and then you're going to sit at your sewing machine and stitch away.
And that's what we want. That's what you want. You want the freedom and the ease of doing it. The road match, which you mentioned there, Lizzie, you've got that in each drawer, so you know what the contents are. I dropped on the 2 of the samples. Thank you for rescuing them, Lizzie. But you've got all of the 3 different designs here in the drawers, and you've got as well the accessible downloadable patterns, as well as, don't forget, because we mentioned them before, you still get them in this set.
Yes, you do. You get more online. So again, just another example. Obviously, we don't have them made up in the fabulous Merry and Bright fabrics this time. So we've got 5 metres of the Merry and Bright fabrics along with this Builder Block Plus. And so you can see what sort of designs that you'll be able to make when you get this home. And it's, I have to say, It's the quickest, it's the easiest system to get your pieces cut ready for patchwork and quilting. It's a great gift as well. My goodness me, if you know somebody that wants to get into patchwork and they don't know how, there's no sitting guilds anymore, but maybe they don't know a lady that can teach them, this is the way to go, because everything is explained from start to finish on how to get the system to work for you.
You've got that support from Crafters Companion as well. The online community is strong.
Without a doubt.
And also, as you said, you've got the different fabrics here as well. So if you are treating yourself to both sets today, there will be those that got the original builder block system that are tuning in for the one day special thinking, oh, do you know what, I will get this alternative bundle, because you've got the new, the up-to-date shapes, the newer shapes in the Plus system, but the Merry and Bright fabrics are different to the Winter Wonderlands.
Now, the Merry and Bright fabrics are last year's Christmas collection. They are absolutely beautiful. You've got lots of different features on there. So you've got the little rocking robins there. You've got the snowflakes are falling here. You've got Winter Wonderland there, the Winter Village. You've got Coming Home for Christmas with the little cars. So you've got to cut that. And then you've got the, I think that's the forest. The I can't remember the exact name.
That's the lovely mint green colour on it as well.
They're beautiful. So, they match beautifully. You've got plains. Actually, do you know what? Just a plain white would be absolutely super. So again, fabulous, fabulous collection to go with the Builder Block Plus.
Yeah, well, before the show, I said to you, Lizzie, I said, oh, I wonder if anyone's going to be treating themselves, particularly at this time of year, to both sets. Well, 10% of the stock's gone here as well. So maybe people are treating themselves to both the Builder Block Patchwork System and the Builder Block Patchwork System Plus, where you get all of your cutting shapes with your nesting dies across the range. £31.99 today, £31.99 in the following 2 months after that, and with a saving of £63.98. That's with the 5 metres worth of that lovely winter fabric that you just saw. We've also got a happy hour deal on for this hour only. The rules are on a happy hour deal. It's reduced in price for this hour only. It's a half-price deal for the Cyber 6 event, and it is £11.99 for your monogram maker. Yes, so the ornate wreath and the vine and arrow frames as well. So those are available right now, half price. The item number to find is 744972 on your Cyber 6 event, 6 days of saving. So it's a pleasure to use the Builder Block system. We've loved using it over the past few months. It's about time maybe you got your hands on it. Best chance to do it with a one-day special with a whopping £72.22 saving.
It's amazing, look. And I want to show you, I'm a bit of a show-off actually, Matt, because look what they look like. Well, let me bring them in. When they're both stacked up together. They haven't got their lids on. The lids have been taken off, so you've got all 6 drawers there that you can see at one glance, can't you? And you can look down the side so you know exactly which drawer is which die. So when you actually, let me just pick something out here. So the pinwheel, for instance, the pinwheel says you need 8 6.5 half square triangles, 6.5 inch half square triangles, lot to say. So just look for your half square triangles on the side there. There we go, that's the one. So you know that your die is going to be in that drawer somewhere. When you pull that drawer out, all of them are labelled. If you're not sure which is which, you've even got the road map. Let me just find
half square triangle.
That's this one. You've even got the road map that actually tells you which one it is. Now the 6.5 inch is the biggest, so you know straight away it's the biggest triangle on there. But if you're still not sure, this is exactly the same size as the die.
Yeah, so you get the die out, hover it over and just double check.
And actually, I've got into the habit of doing that and I don't really need to, but just for peace of mind, I might have picked up the wrong one, and so I just do a quick measure. You can measure on your mat as well, so you don't have to use the guide, but it's there, you might as well use it. So quick cut. So with this one, this is the Friendship Star, which is page 6. Ah, there it is, that one there.
Already,
got it all sorted.
Nice one, this, the Friendship Star.
It's pretty, isn't it? Well, I was trying to pick up designs that were sort of Christmassy.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought we'd cut that. So I always do the 12-inch size for demonstrating because it's big.
Yeah.
And we can all see what it looks like. So in my recipe, it says I need 5 4.5-inch squares. So I'll just go to my square box, and it's 5 4.5. So it's this one here.
That's in the original set, which is the one-day special available today.
And if I'm not sure, I'll pop it over the top I'll hold it so you can see. And it's an absolute perfect match. So I know straight away that that's the one I need. And then it also tells you, because I can possibly cut these both at the same time. And then it says I need 8 4.5-inch half square triangles in my recipe. Okay. So half square triangles.
It's still in the official one-day special.
Yes. 4.5-inch. There we go. So let me just test it just to make sure. 4.5-inch. So I just put it on my little map, and it fits absolutely perfectly. So I haven't even had any. I haven't had to think about anything just yet, have I? I've just had to read the recipe. So I've got my fabric already cut. So I've got my 8 layers there. Let's get it so we've got the cutting edge down. That would always help. And we've got 5 of the 4.5-inch squares. So, yep, they fit a treat. So hopefully within 18 seconds we'll have a block cut. I'm not sure you could do that with your rulers and your rotary cutters.
No, not in 18 seconds, I don't think.
No, and I've got my...
and the power of the Gemini, of course, working with our Gemini builder block system.
And I've got my Lazy Susan under there. So.
Oh, very clever.
So it brings it back to me. I kept promising that I would show that. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's not expensive. It's just a rotator, so I can put it in there and just twist it. And it's if you've got lack of space.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go right over here and all the rest. So it's a good little tip.
That's brilliant.
Good little tip. So here we go.
Get that set up at home.
Yeah, I find it really useful. So there we are. So that's. I just popped that there, and there's my squares. I mean. Come on, guys. So if we look at the pattern, excuse me for licking my fingers, we'll use, let's have, I think I've got different colours here. So we'll do the middle square. I can't remember which way round it is. So let's do it that way. Okay, and then the pink goes on the outside here. Right. So let's do that. You know when you prepare stuff and you think, what was it? What was I going to do? So that's going to go there. Look how this Winter Wonderland really works well, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And then just bring that.
Nick in Bulgaria's emailed in to say what a wonderful deal
Hi,
you have
Nick.
tonight. Nick, thank you very much. Nice to hear from you. He says, I have to give the builder box a big thumbs up. I would highly recommend it to anybody, this system. Love it. It's made patchwork so easy and accurate, and I have lots of fabrics. I'm not good with a rotary cutter, but this has been marvellous for me. So that's Nick. That you would have seen Nick on a show recently with his own collection of stencils and stuff.
Right?
So, yeah, he was here on air.
Him.
Check out on Facebook and stuff. He's such a nice guy as well.
I know he is. He's lovely. He's been around a while, hasn't he, Nick?
Oh, he's been, yeah. Nick, if you're still watching, don't take that the wrong way. My friend Lizzie, I'm so sorry.
I know, we know each other.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So look,
he's loved his crafting for years.
18 seconds to cut it. Another, maybe 20 seconds to rearrange it.
You notice I kept out of this one as well.
Yes, because last time we got in a right muddle. It was so funny. And after the show, we actually did... It was almost divorce, Matt, it really was. So then in the actual book, let me bring the book in overhead so you can see.
Now, isn't it? To piece this together, you're just following the map.
So let me show you this way. It actually then tells you how to stitch these together. So at the moment I haven't had to think about a thing, okay? Just that my Gemini's plugged into the electric. Yeah. So it actually tells you need to stitch this row together first. If you're not sure about this, it tells you there just to stitch those together. So that's your first row. Then you do the same. You put these two together, those two together, and then you build your row, and put your three rows together. That one to that one, that one to that one, and you're done. So within, let's be generous, let's say half an hour. Yeah. Within half an hour, you have now made a block, okay?
Yes.
Stitch it together. You've got your 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
Is that wrong?
Okay. I love these little discussions we have. I'm going to go there about that.
Oh, is it that one? Is it that one that's... Oh, that one was... See what I mean about... more time. That's right. That's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
See?
The thing is about these, I'm just going to hold this up against my shirt so you'll be able to see, is that it's already got your dog ears cut off. Now, which is fantastic, because you'd have to snip those away, really, ideally. But the great thing is it gives you that 1/4 inch seam allowance. So you know, and I'm going to hold it like that, from there right down to there, is your 1/4 of an inch. Let me do it so it's not bending. There we go.
Yeah.
So you've got that 1/4 of an inch seam allowance all the way along. So if you haven't got a 1/4 of an inch foot and you're not too sure, it's done it for you.
Yeah, go point to point. Go from that point to the point at the bottom.
Yes, and that's your 1/4 of an inch.
But you'll get the professional
and
edge.
yes, so straight away, there we are. We've built a block.
Yeah, it's such a clever system, this. I mean, whichever one you choose from the book. And the other top tip is start at the beginning. You've got 20 of the block patterns already in that booklet. Another 60 available online. That's on the official one-day special. And don't forget, you do get patterns in the book for the other bundle that we've got with the Builder Block Plus. And there are also online patterns for that as well. So each one you get, you'll get the patterns and inspiration there for. Have a look at this video and just take it in. Take some time. Yeah, just to take in exactly what you can achieve with the Builder Block system. So let's break it down to literally, seriously, page 1. If you're watching Hochanda for the first time, you're watching a sewing show for the first time here on Hochanda, hi, nice to see you. This is the one-day special. It's something that's available for one day only, and we just launched it, literally just at 6 p.m. tonight. And 1/4 of the stock is already gone on the official one-day special, which is here. It's the Builder Block system, which will help you get your cutting precise and quick and help you build your blocks very, very easily. We've got the Builder Block Plus system, which introduces different shapes, but we'll get there in a minute. On this set, you get the square dies, you get the half square triangle, and you get the 1/4 square triangle. Oh gosh, I was awake half the afternoon trying to learn those, but I see them written on the drawers there. Oh, if only I'd known. So you've got them in the drawers. They're beautifully displayed as well. I love the packaging on this. It fits beautifully on a desktop. You have it next to you on a craft set of drawers or something. But you've got there your dies. I've been calling them nesting dies, but the way they're arranged, you can see all the shapes very, very easily. They do and will nest with each other, but beautifully presented there in the drawers, so you can easily see what you've got. Now, you've got the roadmap on each drawer. You know when you get a nice new box of chocolates on your birthday, and you open it and the first thing you see is the menu on the top? Well, that's exactly what you get with these dies as well. So that roadmap is in each drawer, so you'll see what should be and is in there. So you'll refer to that each time. In the booklet, this is where all of the... I mean, everything that we've learned over the years, if you've been a viewer of Hochanda over the years and longer in terms of quilting and sewing, you know, it's taken you a while to learn what you've learned. But if you are starting from page 1 and this is your first entry into this whole world, this is just a go-to booklet. Not only has it got 20 patterns or projects in there, it's got the whole menu system of the recipe of exactly what you need to cut, so it guides you by the hand. Seriously, it doesn't assume you know anything without being of course too obvious about it. You read it even as an expert, and it's a guide. On top of that, you've got another 60 patterns that are available online that you can go to for guidance and inspiration. So, ever wanted to get into quilting? Ever wanted to help people learn locally as well as part of a quilting group? Ever wanted to make to sell? Are you there with your rotary blade quite regularly with your self-healing mat and rotary blade and all sorts? But do you want to speed up projects in many ways? Would you want that ease of the cutting? Do you want to spend more time actually sewing and creating than the cutting and the maths and the working out? Perfect then, absolutely perfect. Better news still, not only is this a brand new system only launched this year and selling out so quickly, it was one of our quickest sellouts ever. Not just one of Hochanda's quickest sellouts ever, Crafter's Companion, who provide this to us, one of their quickest sellouts ever. So we know that. But on this deal, not only do you get this year's, one of this year's biggest sellouts available again, but you also get your Winter Wonderland fabric. I've been playing with these, so do forgive me while I just tidy them up a little bit. But you get 6 metres worth of your Winter Wonderland fabric. So you get this beautifully cute design with your penguins and scarves and hexagons. You've got this lovely example here with your Christmas baubles as well. And then this is the pink frost. It breaks it up beautifully. Great for your sashing, great for breaking up the patterns. Love this dasher design where you've got all the different sort of colours in there as well, and all the different reindeer. And then you've got this like Christmas wrapping. I think it's called All Wrapped Up from memory. It's your Christmas wrapping and ribbon. And then on here that pink frost colour comes back, but for your trees. Notice how all the colours coordinate. Whichever two you choose, they work. You're not choosing 2 colours today, you're getting all of them. I'm just thinking about your projects when you choose 2 to work. You're not paying for these either. £72.22 off, according to the saving there. That's covering the cost that would normally be for your fabrics. So you are getting 6 metres worth of fabric with an amazing saving. Order now, it's 402918 to get your official one-day special just there. The Builder Block Plus system is available. I just warn you, we'll be a bit quicker with this one because there's less to explain. I've covered the concept with you now. This is just purely different shapes now. So don't blink, just order it as soon as you can, and you know you've got it. On this set, you get the rectangle, you get the isosceles triangle, and then the half rectangle triangle as well. So it's like a right angle triangle or a half rectangle triangle, the rectangle and the isosceles triangle. In this bundle, you also get 5 metres worth of a very lovely Christmas fabric from last year. You've got your Christmas trees there, you've got your coming home for Christmas here with your presents on the roof, your tree just in the trailer as well there. You've got this adorable example with your lovely sort of trees and window frames and sides of houses, they suggest to me, to my mind. And then you've got your birds on the toppers here, as well as that gorgeously sort of mustard lime mix there. That's such a warm golden bronze colour, that. It's like jewellery almost. So you get those 5 metres worth of fabric, and again, you're not paying for those, according to this saving. £63.98, covering the cost of your metres worth of fabric, 5 metres worth, and you're getting the 3 other shapes here. More inspiration in your booklet because you get your patterns and block designs in there, and you get more online, just like with the official one-day special. 790723 to order. Here's exactly what you're getting today with your massive saving on the Cyber 6 one-day special. It's £63.98 off. It had to be a big deal. It had to be a big deal for the one-day special on the Cyber 6 event. We've also got some nesting dies for you. The nesting dies are here with your square and hexagon. Now, these are choices under the same item number. The square and the hexagon have been available before and have been very popular, 499706. And here we've got the circles and butterflies, and then the final option, hearts and triangles. To my knowledge, the hearts and triangles and the butterflies and circles haven't been available in that sort of configuration before. So, yeah, it's good to see them available on the choice there with £19.99 off, making them just £29.99 to get your choice of 2. So yeah, Lizzie, we've got our lovely fabrics to choose from here on the pick and mix.
Yes, this is the Pretty Peacocks,
yeah,
which again,
very new.
This is absolutely perfect for your build block because first of all we've got 3 different designs here. Got the flowers, the peacock, the paisley, and then you've got the 3 plains. So straight away, if I hold up a few blocks that have been made using the build block system, the original system, using this fabric, you'll be able to see how well they all go together. A lot of them are repeats of the same one, but you'll see how the fabrics work absolutely beautifully. And these are pick and mix.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
£11.99 plus delivery.
Yeah, amazing.
Including delivery when you're a Freedom member, of course. You're picking your 2.
There we go.
Amazing.
I could just go on and on because, like I say, our fabric ranges always work together. It doesn't matter which colour combination you use; they're all going to work. So whichever 2 you pick, for instance, you might want to pick this one. This is the peacocks with the teal. I can't remember. Is it not ocean?
Sky blue. Is it sky blue? That would be sky blue.
Yeah. So if you pick those 2, you know it's going to work. This one is the pretty flowers and the ocean, I believe. I can never remember them all. And again, so we can go on and on and on, but you can see how well they work together, how beautiful they look. And so whichever 2 you choose, they're going to look stunning.
They're going to work. On the ocean blue and the sky blue, which is the darker blue and the lighter blue, nearly a third of the stock is already gone. So a lot of people seeing the complementary goodness of that.
That navy, can I just say, it's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it is a deep navy.
It's not a French navy. It's what I would call a proper navy. It's a navy that you'd see in very classy clothing because it's that gorgeous, I can't even describe it, it's just the perfect navy blue.
It's about as dark as you can get on a navy without it
looking black.
Into the black.
Yeah, and of course it works perfectly with every single piece of the fabrics here. That blue has been picked out to it's the dye match, it's the dyes, that's what it is. And so that one, I think, you know what, when I got this first set home and I was going to start making things, I ran out of that navy very, very quickly.
See, that's quite telling.
So it's kind of like a neutral, can you believe? Because it goes so well, and also it's complete opposite because it's that dark colour. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is versus the bright white backdrop on all of them, but it ties in everywhere. So you're picking 2. The brilliant thing is normally you'd be picking 2 and paying £23.98. But today, half price.
I can't believe
Whoever got 2 metres worth of fabric for £11.99.
That's great.
But you are getting that today. Really high quality threaders, 100% cotton fabric. To get the coordinating threads and everything like that, all dyed in the same factory. So when you see a new release, make sure you get the new threads.
But you could make a small quilt with that. If you get 2 metres of fabric, you can make a small quilt.
Oh,
And add some from your own stash as well. Bring a white in. That would look amazing.
Yeah. So for well under £30, if you get your threads as well, you're making a really nice cot quilt or something.
Yeah,
or really nice
bigger
sort
than
of
that.
Oh yeah, bigger than that. But then you could do something else as well.
Yes,
to
you
match.
could.
So
a nice little cushion, something like that.
Yeah,
to match.
I was going to say a cot quilt, a cushion, and a wall hanging at the same time.
Yes, you could.
So yeah, 050867 to order. Do I make you Google, Lizzie? Do I make you laugh? I don't know. So it's £9.59 at the moment on your pick and mix as well here on your Threaders fabric with the wonderful, wonderful 12 options we have for you. Loved it. We first saw this, I fell in love with it.
Did you know what? They're all... I love to see them because it's been... Sometimes it feels like it's ages since we've seen some of these fabrics.
Yeah, welcome back to the
They
foxy,
are, kind of. This is the blossom in there. There's the navy, the blue and the grey, which we have always said it's more like a sage green. So that's the blossom. Yeah. Then you've got the summer blooming gold. Yeah. Then you've got the crosshatch in pink, white and blue. And this one has always been popular because it's very denim-y.
Yes.
Then you've got Run Wild in the salmon and the green.
Yeah.
Then you've got the silver spot. It's like
it's
like a but it's like a foil.
Yes,
on
it's
on
reflective,
the mustard. And